Yahoo! How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's having a good day, taking care of yourselves. Yahoo! Welcome. Mwah. Kozak and Izzy, thank you for the camp. How you doing? How you doing? And Kofi, mwah, it's been a while. I hope you've been well. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Butter bro, Yahoo! Hope you're doing goody. Stop this! How are you? Mwah. Hope you're doing goody. Welcome, Butter Bro. Mwah. How are you, Umbral? Yahoo. Good afternoon. And Izzy, little fucking little shit. Hey, bitch. Mwah. Did you fucking remember that I fucking love you, bitch? Little cute fuck. And I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch. Mwah. But I hope everybody's doing well. Hope y'all doing goody, having a good day. It is raining right now in my part of Cali, so it is. Oh gosh, it's a little chilly. I'm hoping that everybody's doing okay though. That everything's good. Everything good. But yeah, today we're gonna do a little bit of Genshin. I've decided that we're doing the
I was just thinking.
We're gonna do the Baba Booey after all. The Baba Booey. The oh no, it's raining! It's raining and they're both cryo!
Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Oh, this is a mistake.
Take your true form. No touching.
Alright, take care of the Whopper Flower because we can actually freeze them. And Kitsuben. Yahoo! Welcome to the stream. How you doing, cutie?
Emerge.
Welcome, welcome.
Right here.
Baba Booey.
Access denied.
Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Alright. I also need, like, I also need to kill some Whopper Flowers today. Because, like, so... I'm, like, starting to actually run low on Whopper Flower mats. Just like I'm kind of low on the, Spectre mats. So, I should kind of get on that. So that's also gonna be part of today. We're gonna include a little bit of farming today in. Cause it's just nice. It's nice to have resources for the future, especially since we've been leveling Shenhe, and not only does she require a bunch of nectar for her ascension, we need it for her talents too. So we're in a bit of a pickle. We're in a bit of a pickle. Me good? How are you? I'm doing goody. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well, though, Kitsu. And Kofi as well. And Momo. Yahoo! How you doing, cutie? Welcome, welcome. You can farm my Whopper Flowers also. I have a bunch. No, yeah, like, that's the thing. That I could and should open up, like, the interactive map and just go out and perform Whopper side, right? Just eradicate every single one on the map. But, I'm lazy. I'm gonna do the bare minimum of hey, I'll open up the Adventures Handbook, and if that's enough, great. If not,
Emerge.
oh
right
well.
Here. Born of ice and frost.
As far as I'm concerned, that's enough for me, man. So yeah, I got Kokomi. Hey, yo, let's go, Momo. Congrats on your Kokomi. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby. Yeah. Kokomi does make things very comfortable. And I think that comfort is something that people don't value enough in Genshin. I think comfort is very important. And Kitsuven, I'm playing Kingdom Hearts right now. Ooh, which one? 1, 2, or 3?
Good. I was just thinking that the silk flowers at the Feiyun Commerce Guild needed watering.
Man,
Transport cool.
I miss the days when, like, Kingdom Hearts, like, I miss the days when Kingdom Hearts was, like, oh yeah, like,
Transfiguration.
did you play the new Kingdom Hearts game? Yeah, I played 1, like, a while ago, and, I'm giving 2 a shot now.
Denied.
Like, we had to wait so long for 3 that it's, like, that it feels awkward. It was too much of a wait in between. And then they had too many, like... The worst part, I think, is that they're not spin-offs, is that they're all canonical, which is great that they have this big interwoven story, but it's too complicated to follow. So yeah, no, it
the
is
sun's
what it
out.
is.
When did that happen?
It is what it is, though. Man, I actually pulled the 5-star on the banner like yesterday, and sadly for me, my 5-star of the day was Chi-Chi, which I'm not actually that mad about because now I've got guarantee, and like I'm still hoping for Cujo Sarah's though. Which, you know, I actually like Chi-Chi, so I'm fine with it. But, man, losing Raiden 50-50 feels bad, though. I definitely did want the Raiden constellations, too. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I love Kingdom Hearts, but the story definitely got out of hand, and I just didn't really know what like was even happening anymore. So yeah. I just saw Chi-Chi cosplay at Comic-Con. Damn. No, like, Bubble. Because like Chi-Chi was actually my first 5-star. I got her off the standard banner like within my first 30 freebie pulls. And she was just the character that supported me the most for a long time because early Genshin really liked having healer for explorations. I wish there were more silk flower spots. It's the only thing I need is silk flowers. I mean, the good thing is that silk flowers come in bunches of 2, and you can join other worlds. If you want, I could give you the UID for a like AR24 account that I have. It's called Oakvale. Literally, it only exists to log in on if I need like easy Mondstadt leeway resources. I don't really need it anymore, so I just haven't even logged into it in forever. But we can join stuff off that if you'd like that. Later today, you know, nice and easy. Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3 is a beautifully gorgeous game. It really is. I just wish that there was an option to turn off the Disney rides. The Disney rides kind of ruin it for me. Like, it both trivializes combat and makes combat boring at the same time. At least in my opinion, my 2 cents on the Baba Booey, is what it is. And Tom's on. Little fucker, little cute bitch. Welcome to the stream, you adorable little fuck, little bitch boy, little shit boy. Better be taking care of yourself, huh? Stop smoking, you idiot. You'll die. It's bad for you and your lungs. You little rat, little bitch. Take better care of yourself, you adorable little fucker, little cute bitch. Cause I fucking love you, bitch. Huh? And I ain't never gonna stop loving you. Bitch. For real though, just rolled one up trying Elden PvP, bruh. Yamero! Yamero! This is Fatui territory, you hear? Fuck you. This is Mondstadt. The like, I haven't messed around with PvP, partially because I'm just not particularly interested in PvP very much. Finished Elden Ring for the 2nd time today. Bruh, I'm still fucking exploring, man. I'm still exploring. How?
Thank you for completing.
How, dude? It's Axel. Got it memorized? How the fuck? Oh man, I'm only halfway to a poll. Alright, it is what it is. Thinking about going 3rd time sorcery only? Yo, sorcery is honestly a really, really fun way to play. You are squishy though. You have to accept that you're gonna be a little squishy. But magic is just really satisfying in this game. Genuinely it is. And this isn't even like an MMO where like, you know, your MP restores slowly over time or anything. There's nothing for that. But even so, I'm honestly just having a blast. I think it's just good. It's just their magic system is just good. It's good. They've taken care of it well. Where the fuck is the EXP ley line in Inazuma? Why can't I find it? Am I blind? Oh, here it is. Casting is just really fun, yeah. Hell yeah. Alright. I do think that, like, maybe some spells feel a little overtuned, but only because they, but if a spell feels overtuned, it's more like the wondrous physic flask that lets you, ignore any FP costs as well as actual FP requirements for spells slash whatever. It's more like it's more like that's the broken thing.
Transfiguration. Access denied.
Gather.
Yeah, it feels more like an issue with the specific Cerulean Tear Stone rather than the actual spellcasting. Yeah. It's definitely an issue with the hidden tier. The hidden tier is just really broken. Because you could do the same thing with, like, I don't know, Waterfowl Dance. Cerulean Tear Stone, put blood / rot grease on, and then fucking Waterfowl Dance all over bosses / enemies. What is anyone supposed to do, right? It's like the same thing at that point. And Una, Yahoo, how you doing, cutie? Welcome. Hope you're having a goody day. How are ya?
Emerge. Right here. Right now.
How are ya? How's your day going? How was Delta Moon last night? I was busy with some other stuff, so I couldn't, like, stick on by, but I saw you were streaming it, and I hope you had a good time. I've heard good things. How was it? How was it? I hope it was a goody time. I hear that it's like a sequel of some sorts to Undertale, but it wasn't clarified to me in what capacity or manner.
Let's get down to stabilize.
But yeah.
Right here. Emerge.
You
right
agree
here.
with me? Triangle butlers are hot, right? I don't know
Access
what
denied.
triangle butlers are, but yes.
Bio incarnate.
I have
Nothing
zero
lasts
idea what that
forever.
means, but yes.
Emerge. Right here. Right now.
Solidify.
Transfiguration. No touching.
If Una says it is, it must be so, alright?
You win.
Don't question it, just shrimp for Una. Just shrimp for Una, easy. Playing Deltarune right after playing Undertale is a pretty nice treat. Ayy.
Right here.
Yeah,
Right now.
unlike
right here.
people who
Access denied.
got into Deltarune,
Transfiguration.
unlike people who came across Undertale for the first time and when it originally came out, people in the future have the benefit of not having to have waited. Long have we waited. Long have we debated.
No touching.
Solidify.
Emerge. Right here. Right now. My will embodied.
All right. Bubble Blee. Whoa. I really do like the pixel art for the Undertale and Deltarune series. I think pixel art's pretty neat. I think it's like don't get me wrong, like I prefer games with like other stylings
Right
in the
here.
end.
Emerge.
I like cell shading.
My will
Cell
embodied.
shaded is just my favorite, and that's never gonna stop being my favorite. But I think
We're way behind schedule. Blink.
I think that's not bad at all. Where is hello?
Take your true form.
All right. I honestly feel like I would forget all the references if I didn't otherwise. First time playing Undertale was like years ago.
Stabilize.
You know the
Right
funny
here,
thing is,
right now.
I
Take
have
your true form.
never
Born
played
of ice and
Undertale. People keep telling me that I need to play Undertale, and I'm like, yeah, I do. I also wish to play Undertale, but like,
Show them.
every time I mean to get around to it, something happens, and I never get to play it. I don't even think I own it. I think you'll enjoy it, the suffering. Look, if I played Undertale, my problem would be that I would do the gimmick of starting with a genocide run. Because I know what happens, but I still would need to experience the tragedy with my own two hands. The problem about genocide runs is that apparently
Emerge.
it
Right
ruins
here.
your
Emerge.
own.
Transfiguration. Born of ice and frost.
It ruins future playthrough, which is kind of problematic.
This is it. I miscalculated.
Thank you for standing in the water. Give me your head. Big head. Big head. You monster! I have to know what happens, Una. I have to do it for science. Despite the fact that, like, 50,000 YouTubers have already figured out the science for me. I still must experience it with my own two hands, alright? What a fox has to know, alright? That's all there is to it. We know you just want the War Crime Cross. Man, I'm already out of resin. Feels bad, my guy. The good thing is that today we're going to be just kind of chilling more on the alt account, getting through some of the story quests, because I only have like a day and a half to do the barista work on the alt. So well, that's the goal today. And
This realm is truly beginning to thrive.
Little fucker, little shit. This realm is thriving, but where you at though? Why aren't you here? Mwah, so I can give you little cuddles and head pats, you little cute bitch, little shit. Mwah, cause you fucking remember, little cute bitch, that I fucking love you, bitch. Mwah, and I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch. Mwah, 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 mwah. But how you doing, Equinox? Hopefully you're having a good day. Take care of yourself. Mwah. Doing goody, you big dumb cutie. Yeah. I need to do. Oh. Today's Hyakuniki. Oh gosh. Oh boy. I'm a little slippy today. Little slippy. Just like yesterday though. It's fine. We'll hold on. Okay. Mere villains will not achieve victory. They should really get a proper job after this beatdown. Click the button on the top right of the stage to view detailed information on opponents. So they've got Nobushi that count as the enhanced enemies, and oh geez, wow, there's a lot of enemies. All right, so wait. Why is one of the skills unequipped? Weird. However, I have a thought. What if instead of Sayu here, we be less mean? Let's get, I don't know, Tartaglia, and instead of the plunge attack and the we pick up hydro damage. And no, wait! I meant to press equip, not start this fucking game. Alright, give me a second. Fuck. Just cross things. Cross making things hard on himself for no reason. Need to go through 3 extra loading screens. Just Foxboy things. Thank you, game. So apparently there's one where you create a vacuum field. That seems pretty neato. Let me try this. And then the Geo one where we currently have the geo damage, and we want ba 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 ba. I don't know what. I feel like we should add something else. But I don't know what to add. Fervor accumulation? I don't know, I guess. I guess why not? And Baba Booey. Sure. Yeah, whatever. We'll start with this. I'm glad I'm not the only one that keeps hitting start instead of equip. Oh, I hate it.
Illusion shattered.
Hold up! Oh, this works way better than anticipated. This works way better than it has any right to. What the fuck?
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. Rally! Oni coming through.
Okay, Tartaglia fucking shreds. Holy shit.
Another test subject.
Let's roll. Hold.
Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword. See?
I didn't think I'd shred that hard though. Holy shit.
For Rex Lapis. No touching.
Oh.
Cry.
Are you here to access denied?
I will have order.
Here we go.
Suffocate.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Time for takeoff.
Could you like... Oh my god.
Right here. Emerge. A sight to behold. Right now. Right here.
There's no.
Okay.
Delved into destiny. Written in the stars. Coming to ours.
Good to know that I'm still having internet problems.
Take flight. Decided by destiny. Embrace the ice.
Ah!
Tidal wave. Let's get down to business. Say no more. Shouldn't let your guard down.
Now you
Fuck.
shall perish.
Charge!
Ah!
Press the advantage. It's
My
showtime.
fucking Goro!
Bam!
He has 33 health, my poor boy! He almost died!
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate.
Let's get down.
Poor bastard!
Go.
My blade.
Higher, higher. Hands on fire.
Stabilize.
Ah!
This will do.
It's my lucky
Lucky
day.
to be you guys. Ganyu go burr.
No touching.
Order guide you.
Brace yourselves. Think you can get away? Emerge. I'm always watching. Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Where am I? What? Hello? Oh,
Fate is upon
they're
you.
assassins. They're invisible. I see.
Whirling snow.
I was wondering why I couldn't fucking see them. I was like, where are my enemies at? Where am I? Ah, I'm always short. Always short of getting max star on platinum. It's fine. There's not enough of a benefit of tryharding to the point where you get max stars on platinum when you only get rewards for hitting gold. Like, who's that much of a sweaty nerd? Even on Twitch. Who's that much of a sweaty nerd that they're going out of their way to do that? Bruh. Bruh. Have I done everyone's trials, though? Yes, I have. Alright. Wow. 3 primos shy. 3 primos shy of doing a single pull. Feels bad. I didn't know what you could even get plat, much less multi-plat. Only got silver so far. No, yeah, I've mostly done some pretty mean stuff. So I've made some things come together, but like, there's just no benefit in getting platinum. It's like not even a flex, cause like, there's no scoreboards, thank God. So who cares? No one cares. It's that meme of, hey, look at this guy. Yeah, he wailed so hard he got a C6 5-star. See, no one cares. Nobody cares. All right. I am switching to the alt account though. We're gonna get some story quests in, and we're gonna do some coffee brewing. When your foxboy femboy barista asks for just the tip, ayo, PogChamp, let's go. I don't even know how many story quests I'm theoretically gonna have to get through today. Just a tip, only for a minute, exactly. All right, just enough to get it nice and warm. All right, you don't want it to be scalding, okay? All right, just nice. Soothing, you know. It's how it is. It's how it is. All right, let's take care of our dailies on the alt. And Astroneer's stream when the Gamer Bread Giver. I have no idea what that game even is. I have literally zero clue what that is. What is Astroneer? Explain in 20 words or less. What? And hop, 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 hop. I realize I don't have a, you know what?
Don't get too close.
No, my sword.
There we go. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Just get our rewards, get the fuck out. Astroneer is a space exploration game, very calming, fun to play with friends. Ooh. So you're telling me that's co-op? That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I could look into it, but I can't. I certainly can't make any guarantees. Bubba Booey. Pallet, I came to save you and you fucking disappeared, you little rat. Pallet, you fucking rat. Where'd you go, bitch? Well. That happened. Should I mark the fishing spots or just use the interactive map? So, the important thing about fishing is that you don't need all the fishing locations.
Off we go. Adventure teamwork is dreamwork.
Here's backup.
They're the ones that you need, because they're the ones that give you the fish that you need for the catch. And everything else is unnecessary. Icing on the cake. So that's up to you.
Don't get too close.
And Mr. Dake, is Astroneer the best game ever made? I don't know what's going on, cause like okay, I'm a little confused. You gotta understand this from my perspective, cause I've never met you guys before. All right, this is the first time you guys are chatting in my chat, and out of nowhere, it's like people like, have you played Astroneer? Yo, Astroneer is the best game ever, and I'm just like, am I being punked? Is this what's happening? What's going on? I'm just very confused. It's a very peculiar set of events that you have to understand from my perspective. I'm just incredibly confused. And Lonely, Yahoo, yo, have you heard about Astroneer Lonely? It's like the best. It's an amazing game. It's the best game I've ever seen. But how you doing, Lonely? Hope you're having a goody day. Welcome, welcome. It's positive conniving. You're being held at gunpoint with kindness right now. Ayo, ayo, a whoa. Pull the trigger. Pull the fucking trigger. But how you doing, Lonely? I'm doing good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah, baby. Glad to hear that you're doing goody. Hell yeah. Finish our dailies. Get our fucking primo gems. And we go. And Hungry Anna. How you doing, cutie? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing goody. Alright. Let's get to these dailies. And a baba boo. Because we have to do like a bunch of story quests. Because this account,
Another test subject.
our traveler on this account technically hasn't even met Eula yet.
Fire! Don't get too close.
So we're sorting through that shit right now.
Rain outlines your fate.
Okay, everybody got their ults back.
The wrong test
Everything's
subject.
goody. Turn in the last daily, and we get our primo gems. Do I even have enough for a pull on the... Yes, I do. Who knows? Maybe I'll get... Oh my god. I was about to say, maybe I'll get a Cujo Sarah, and then it's immediately Zinnia. Bruh. Can a fox come up in your crib and get himself a Cujo Sarah constellation? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I didn't even get a character that time. What the fuck? What's going on, Mihoyo? Explain, just rolled and got nothing. Yeah. We got some star glitter. That was it. That was weird. Definitely has to be a bug, right? Absolutely has to be a bug. I've never seen a bug like that before. That's weird. That's interesting. But also, Mihoyo, what the fuck? I'm being skamazed. Can you believe I've done over 100 pulls across my main and my sub account? And neither of them has gotten a single Cujo Sarah.
Thank you for complete.
Over 100 pulls. Not a single Cujo Sarah. Holy fucking shit. What are the actual odds of that? I am begging you, Mihoyo, please, one crumb of Cujo Sarah's fat ass. And Bees of Burden, mwah, Yahoo, how you doing? How are you? And Hungry Anna, thank you so much for the sub. It's been 6 months, half a year. Mwah, it means a lot. Thank you so much. Do you remember the vampire game V Rising? V Rising? That doesn't sound familiar to me. The only vampire game that I know about is that super shitty vampire game that nobody talks about anymore, and Vampire the Masquerade. Those are the only vampire games that stick out in any recent memory, if I'm going to be entirely honest. So I've never heard of the game V Rising. What's V Rising about specifically? Like, what is their spin on vampires? Because 90% of the time, like, it's Utopia V Rising half a year ago. You guys said it's gonna be a fake game which tries to make money on Kickstarter. I said games that start on Kickstarter, 90% of the time end up either A, being underwhelmingly average, or B, are like are kind of scam games. Because those are the only ones that you hear about. You just kind of end up making the assumption that they're all going to be like that. Okay. But yeah, I hope it's been like actually promising. That'd be kind of neat, you know? Because like you get real tired about hearing all these Kickstarter game scams here and there, where they always make these promises and you just sit there like, well, that's not helping anybody. Okay, prerequisite quest. Do the Eula quest. All right. Return to the quest screen to view the quest details for Eula, which is the Spindrift Knight, which is the
Where did that come from?
V Rising. Player is the... Okay, hold up. Let me find the quest for Eula real quick. Where's my Eula quest? Oh, Spindrift Knight. Here we go. Where play this vampire, the dark is your friend, the day is dangerous, filled with guards, civvies roaming around the sun. Alright. There's the Kickstarter with a lady that stopped making a board game, because the sun told her to stop making the what? The sun, as in like the celestial body, the sun? What is wrong with people? The plot twist is that the vampires are the good guys the whole time, keeping the aliens at bay. Oh my god. My goodness. Oh, speaking of my goodness. Pause the music. We're gonna turn on the in-game music. Because we've got... We've got actual content. We've got actual things to do. Ba, 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 ba. Hey, Jean.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy.
It's so weird
to make a
seeing
long
her
story
new
short,
skin now.
There's a particular matter at hand
I'm just
that
not
the
used to
Knights
it.
requires your assistance with. Yes.
I'm really not used
It has been
to
one
it.
thing after another recently. Neither myself nor any of the Mondstadt garrison are able to catch a moment of peace.
I
have
really wish that
recently
they'd
received
update
multiple
like
reports from the Knights
the lip
of someone
syncing just a
within the
little
Lawrence
bit.
clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
I get that for your animators, the lip syncing for the English is not that important, but still. She's got that nice shirt though. Yeah, it is a really nice
There was a dark
shirt.
period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city.
I do like how much more
The
formal it
hard-won
is.
freedom
I don't
that
like
followed with
that
the
her
fall of
cape got
Decorabian
darker.
was lost once
It makes
again,
her more
as
imposing and a lot
slavery
less
spread
friendly.
throughout the land. The first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to carry out more dubious deeds.
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate this matter.
The funny thing is, I like this quest a lot. Yeah, it's pretty good. The funny thing is, like, yeah, okay, really nice shirt, and then you peek and you're like, is that skin? Am I seeing her shoulder? Are her sleeves detached for zero fucking reason? Jean is just Sasuke from Naruto, alright? Jean is slowly just becoming Sasuke, alright?
Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the
Jean's corruption arc has
aristocracy
only
have
just
been at odds
begun,
with one another
and
for
we're
as long
only
as I
seeing
can
the
remember.
first step.
We've
Okay,
already considered every possible
she's
way
got
of
the
resolving our
Sasuke.
differences,
She's got the
but it
Sasuke
seems the
sleeves for no
descendants of
reason.
the aristocracy remain antagonistic towards the Knights. No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts only result in adding more fuel to the flames.
Jean corruption arc was
We could come
completed a
knocking
long
on
time
their
ago.
door on
In
the
my
grounds of
doubt.
search warrant. But if the investigation were to come
Oh
up empty,
no!
I'm afraid tensions and distrust would only increase. All of our past efforts would have been wasted.
Corruption, you say? Those off-brand comics were right.
You are in fact the best candidate to represent
Hell
the
yeah,
Knights
baby.
of Favonius. But you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You're a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good position
The
to
thing
learn
that
more
I'm
of
very
their
confused
possible
about is
connections
that
with the Fatui.
if you dismantled the
Leave it
nobility,
to Master Jean to come up with such a thorough
how
plan.
like why are there still
Perhaps
aristocrats?
such plans have become second nature after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with.
It just
The
feels
name of the
weird,
Lawrence
right?
clan member in
That you
question
even
is
refer
Schubert.
to like
Lately, he can often be
members
found
of
strolling near the
any
northern
group as
city
an
walls.
aristocracy after you
It
claim
is
to have
said that he is
eliminated the
difficult to get along
aristocracy.
with due to his temperamental
They aren't. They
disposition.
just think that they
But if
are.
we
Oh,
approach him
so
calmly, then
actually
things
that
should
makes
go
more
off without a
sense,
hitch.
right? Like that there's no aristocracy, but you have the people insisting that we're nobles, we're the aristocracy, respect us.
Thanks
Whoa.
again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you.
Can you support me with a lap pillow though? Support my head as it lays down on dandelion tights.
Schubert can be quite touchy, so it may not be easy to get along with him at first. But as long as matters remain calm, then you should be able to come to friendly terms with him.
Is it just me, or does Jean's ponytail feel like it should be longer? Like, it's a decent length, but because like her the front of her hair comes down to like about collarbone height, it just feels like the ponytail should be about that length too. It feels weird that the ponytail is like a full like half head shorter. Only when you're like really inspecting it. They're also probably allowed to keep their houses, which were probably nicer than others, but without servants for upkeep, it probably fell to despair. I mean, if they have money, you know, if whether you're a nobility or not, if you have money, you can upkeep nice houses. But yeah, they probably have to start paying more quote unquote fair wages all of a sudden. Why is he just in a dark fucking corner of the map? This is just question marks. Oh, look at that fucking porn star stash. He's got the fucking porn star stash. Oh no, look at it. He's got a chin mullet, dude. Oh god.
Huh? Who are you?
If it was a low ponytail, it would. She pulled it up higher, so it's gonna look shorter because it's higher, right? Yeah. True.
Hello?
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Did you just say what's wrong? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and vulgar manner?
And I suppose that despite this being magical Germany, that I, as being a noble, should have a proper and pompish British accent.
Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you
This
are a
one?
traveler
Exactly.
of some variety.
He's
I'll
got
have
the
you know
porn
that
star
you're
Keck
speaking
W
with
stash,
the
dude.
Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your
I will
words
say
more
though,
carefully.
I actually do really
Such
like his coat.
nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do.
Like genuinely, his
If
coat
you're
is nice.
somehow capable of understanding
Which
anything
makes sense.
I've
He's
said,
a nobility.
then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
What is, like, in every media, I don't know if this was actually true. Yeah, I do what I want. Like, what is with, like, people in high position? Like, historically, too. What is with, like, people in high position and their fucking fetish for getting people onto their fucking knees? Like, when you're knighted, you kneel down. When you worship, you kneel down. When you give them a blowy, you kneel down. Actually, the third one probably explains that question. I've explained my own. I've explained my own question. Never mind. Moving on.
And respected traditions, such conduct
Moving on.
is only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman, and neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping.
Are you saying that you don't like
Look
feeling
at the
taller?
world
I mean,
now.
you can feel taller
Rules have
without
been
forcing other
thrown
people
to the
to kneel.
wayside and manners forgotten.
Man has been
cannot
attempting to
bear
be
to
taller
see
than
such
other men for a very
degradation.
long time. Heels were originally created because men want to be taller than other men. That's the reason that heels exist. That's right. Men created heels for men, alright? Normalize men going out in heels. I hate this guy. Yeah, no wonder the aristocracy
What
fell.
did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility?
If you're
I'll have
if
you
you've
know
still
that
got
though
dignity,
the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor.
look,
Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined.
bite the finger.
I,
Do you
however,
know where that finger's
strive
been?
to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, we are of a completely
Bees.
different breed.
If
by
his
birth.
head's this far up his ass, where do you think his finger's been? All right, it's definitely been massaging his own pog state. Okay, absolutely not. I
Save
refuse.
your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you.
Absolutely not.
Besides, I am in no way
Cross,
obligated
yes.
to instruct commoners on basic courtesies. Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
I was in another tab and I just came back just to bug. Ah!
This is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with.
Should have been a French
Let's
Revolution
get back
style.
to
These
talking
guys
over
minus
with
Eula. Oh my god. I will say though that the shit, I forgot what I was saying. I've lost my line of thought. Normalize men wearing heels. Fuck it. Ah! Hey, it's
Well,
Amber.
If it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
What a cutie.
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
The bonk was for the finger thing? What? Wasn't our fault.
No need
It wasn't
to
my
get down on
fault.
yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched.
Assassin's Creed
You just have to
Unity.
keep at it and never give up.
Oh, that's Amber for you.
Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem?
Master Jean
I mean, just
asked
wait for
us to build a
Fontaine.
connection with
We
someone
will have
named
actual
Hubert
Assassin's Creed
Lawrence.
Unity with the parkour and everything.
But it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone, especially Paimon.
Aha, Schubert!
I
know
blame
him.
our
Let me
school.
guess.
Yes.
He said you didn't have any manners.
Sounds like you're no stranger to his rants then.
I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
Yeah, Amber has to deal with it
You
often
mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is
because
just a big
she's
headache?
fucking Eula, alright?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain
oh, they
distance
fucking.
between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan, my good buddy, Eula.
Oh, they fucking.
Buddy?
That's right. Not
I
only is
shipped
she
them
from
so
the
much,
Lawrence clan,
it's a
but she's
great
also
ship.
captain of the Knights of Favonius' fourth company.
Nobility is a fallen age of old where someone's blood had meaning, but now it's a fool's reason with no result. No more drama talking. How you do today, Cross? I'm doing goody. I'm doing goody. Just vibing. How are you, Silver King? Mwah. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So, Jean told me that the Lawrence clan sees knights as enemies.
Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words,
Know what I
she
hate though?
doesn't
Eula
really
forgot
adhere
that
to
Amber
strict
exists in the
rules and
drink making
conventions
event?
of her
Nah.
family.
That's not what
However,
it is.
she's
Eula
still
was just
quite
sad and was just
knowledgeable
drinking
about
alone,
dealing with
okay?
the Lawrences.
Amber's
I'm sure you'll
busy.
see what I mean if you meet her.
She's a scout. She's always
That's
out and about,
strange.
making
If
sure,
Eula is a member
you
of
know,
the Lawrence
trying to
clan,
help keep,
then why would
you know,
Master
Mondstadt
Jean
safe.
choose us for
That's
the
kind of her
task?
job. So
Couldn't
she's
she just ask
like,
Eula?
despite us seeing her in town a lot,
Well, it's a
that's
little complicated.
technically supposed to be us
Basically,
just
the
getting
Lawrence
lucky
clan is
and
frowned
seeing
upon
her
the
when
fact
she's
that
like
Eula
on her
joined the Knights. Her
on-
family
on,
members
a
don't
bit in her
particularly
downtimes.
care for her. In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along
What you
with
mean is
Schubert.
she started sad drinking
In
because her
fact,
girlfriend
I
was
think
busy?
she's out in the
Exactly, yes.
wilderness on
No,
patrol
no,
this
no,
morning.
you're right.
You
Don't
should
apologize.
be able to find her around Storm Bear Mountains.
Momo, don't apologize. You're right.
All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck, you two.
We
I've
normalize
got my
not
own matters to
apologizing for
investigate.
being correct in chat, okay?
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan? Well, If you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members?
History has proven just because you have noble blood doesn't mean that you're not one of the most idiotic people in history. Exactly. Exactly, exactly. Noble blood, alright? Not noble brain. Well, that and, like, being noble and being intelligent have nothing to do with each other. That is just objective truth. You can be an absolute genius and be the most disrespectful, most unnoble person. Or be the most noble, grand of individuals, but being a ridiculous goddamn moron.
Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later.
Oh, they have reinforcements. Why? Damn, look at my... Oh, this moment was good.
Huh?
Woo! Queen! Woo! I love Eula, she's great.
Yeah.
I also love how the sounds of and the animations are not synced up at all in that cutscene. That honestly, if you're talking about the audio to the actual thing that you're seeing,
Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking
literally zero
you get to stake a
synchronization.
You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Ugh. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
The fucking pose! I'm sorry, vengeance?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came
She
as
said the
swiftly as I
line!
could.
Say the
Only to
line,
find you two
Eula!
already fighting the
Say
Fatui.
the line!
Not
Vengeance
only
will be
that,
mine!
you are making quick
Yay!
work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Say the line, Eula!
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch enemies?
My arch enemies?
Wait a minute. You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago.
Yeah, this fucking
By which I
tsundere.
meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt.
Like, the
Which would
hilarious
mean
thing is, I'm
cause
not
me
even into
more
tsundere.
trouble.
Genuinely,
vengeance will be
tsundere, like,
swifter
99% of the time is, like, not,
That's how
like...
you see all
I feel like 90% of the time tsundere is done poorly. Eula's tsundere done, mwah. Tsundere done right, alright? Chef's kiss.
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
Can we?
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence.
I literally have no idea why people hate Assassin's Creed Unity. I found a way to AFK farm loads of money and have to buy 3 rank 5 outfit parts. No idea what that means. After the
now.
full waiting time.
That's my uncle, right?
Well, the
But
game
why
was
do
pretty
you mean
broken
to
on
investigate
release.
him?
And first impressions are everything. So, understandably, people were a little upset. I like the concept of having someone to argue and have conversations with. Exactly. A little bantering is important.
I see. You have some nerve defaming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
Aren't you worried about your uncle?
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
Didn't you say it first? Oh.
Eula in Avengers Endgame.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while
Man,
since I've encountered
The
anyone
Avengers got
as
nothing on
interesting
Eula.
as you.
Hell yeah. Why do you seem so happy about
I
it?
assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
That's right.
Hmm.
Amber told us to come and talk to you.
How
Well
long
then,
ago did the
let's
Lawrence
begin your
class
training
clan
immediately.
rule?
It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people.
The time frames aren't exact. It's surmised to be like anywhere from 500 to like 800 years ago. It's been a pretty good amount of time.
We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Alright. That is the thing, though. Now, while not physically blue, nobility were often referred to as those of blue blood, or blue blood. Even now, like, people of, like, a higher social caste are sometimes
You
referred to
finally
as blue
arrived.
bloods.
There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise, it'll keep bugging us.
What exactly is the whole vengeance stuff?
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes.
She's definitely counting everything.
But you needn't worry. At least, not whilst we're investigating
May or may
this
not have
matter.
definitely commissioned something
I'm sure
for you.
you're
Hold up,
familiar
what?
with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack.
Chotomate? Nani?
If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such
Nani?
investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand.
I'm starting to see what you mean,
Good.
though.
Now, there are 2 key points that aristocrats attach great importance to. Your manner of speech and
If it
your
is what I
bearing.
think it is, I'm excited. What is
Let's
it?
begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation.
Nobles were called to have
even
blue
with
blood because
mundane
most nobles
daily
wore
topics.
inside or
Paimon's
long
already
sleeve
learned
outfits.
some
They hide the
unique
eyes, but you can see your veins, which are blue or very light skinned people. Common folks usually were out in the fields, and were as such were tanned. If the skin was tan, you could no longer see the veins clearly
Not
on your
even
arms anymore.
close.
Yep.
And
That is
besides, it sounds
the
strange.
origin of how blue blood
Hey, Paimon learned it from
probably
you.
formed. Yes.
And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate.
Why do
For
you have a
example,
tie with a
when greeting a
pantsuit,
friend,
Eula?
you
Answer the
could say,
question.
As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend.
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water.
Seems like an unnecessary amount of work to agree to good friend.
Oh, no, no, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, Dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So another thing to remember. Aristocrats are concerned with face and being
Not gonna lie,
polite.
if I had to have a conversation
However,
like this with
if
someone
you
who
were to
insists on
use
this
dear
kind of
friend
language, I
to
would just
address
punt
an
them.
intimate
Yeah.
friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them.
Like, could you imagine? And like, cause like you see like manga and like manhwa, webtoons, etc., where like, oh, the world undergoes a revolution because mysterious towers and/or dungeons and rifts in space appeared, and now hunters and people who fight against the monsters now exist. If they set up a society where you had to be like this, I would just fucking eradicate everything. Just hit the big reset button. Hit the big red button. we're at the end games. Just get out of here.
This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another,
Thanos
you
was
then
right.
exchange courtesies.
Wait. This is all too abstract.
Here's another question: which fork is the fork I can commit regicide with? Only
If you gave some real-life demonstrations.
Only the one that you can hold in your offhand, specifically, preferably the fork meant for the fork meant for me.
Very well.
All right.
Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Let the monsters win.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan.
Lowly
I have
laborer.
words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next?
Even Eula doesn't remember everything.
By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises,
just use everything in the silver jar. Just shotgun blast the cutlery. What I like about Unity is the fact that if the extremists try to fight you but are seen by Royal Guard, the Royal Guard will actually start extremists
you
and
shall
in some
maintain
cases even
absolute
fight
reverence
themselves.
when speaking with those under
nice.
which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Ugh, is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it.
Silver King, we'll see you later. Thanks so much for stopping by. I don't see a lot of Assassin's Creed games do that anymore. Like, games that have multiple factions and have multiple enemies that, like, fight each other, if you can bait them into each other, are pretty rare to begin with. It's kind of a shame that more games don't do that. It really is. Definitely. She's just giving us a demonstration is all.
Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan.
Watching this is helping me
Here's
get
a
through
word of
Genshin
advice.
fishing.
I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
I mean, if I was in front of Eula's thighs like that, I wouldn't be able to
Don't
control
leave.
myself for
Halt.
longer either.
Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Why does she have to pose every time to
Lawrence
say
name
vengeance
really
will be
does carry
mine?
a terrible reputation.
Barely control
Never
yourself
mind him.
normally?
I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
She's a chunie? What do you mean? Of course she has a pose! Checks out.
You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member
Must
of the
resist
illustrious
motorboating.
Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity. Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next word.
One of the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood's games
right.
where you free
I
areas,
mustn't
there were
look at you too
would be
long,
more
or I'll
belligerent
be
guards
drawing
who would
more attention to
mop
a
the
difference
guards
in
and help
status.
you if you got attacked. I was really like
Dear,
that.
I've already
Oh.
stared at you for quite a while.
She's the royalty equivalent of a chunie, not just no one believes she's important. Oh
Fine.
no!
You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
This is really escalating quickly. We should just stop for now.
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good.
Let the honoring of
Let's
the
try to
cake
find
commence.
someone else to
Hell
talk to.
yeah, baby.
I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words. Vengeance will be mine.
Assassin's Creed died after Ezio was no longer the main character. Honestly, from what I hear, that's kind of true. But also, hey, how you doing, Rubber? Welcome,
You
welcome.
there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I think I woke up on the wrong side today. Oh, no.
I know she's a Knight of Favonius, and that the Knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it.
Black
Even to this
Flag would
very
like a
day,
word with
the
you.
descendants of the Lawrence
To be
clan
fair,
are
though,
still
Black Flag
scheming
was
to
barely an
reclaim
Assassin's
Mondstadt
Creed game.
and reinstate their aristocratic rule.
It's a different
Here you
game
are,
with
purposefully
Assassin's
using
Creed
your awkward
undertones.
way of speaking just to put on an act. Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
Been feeling weird. A lot of stuff is
You
upsetting
have
me
a
when they
point.
shouldn't. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that,
Mark
bud.
my words. This transgression will not go unnoticed.
Yeah, Black Flag is pretty much not
You
an
wanna
Assassin's Creed
fight?
game.
Listen here. I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius.
So, from what I've heard, right, Origins is really pog, but they just did the Ubisoft thing with Origins too, where they were getting so much backlash that they actually tried to innovate, finally made an innovation, people liked it, and then everything else was just copy paste with different skins. You know, fucking Odyssey is just Origins, but Greek instead of Egypt, and nothing's changed. Same with Valhalla, except now it's Vikings, and nothing's changed. Like, that's the problem with that. That is like the video that you posted the other day in our DMs in the group chat is very true. Ubisoft innovates once, and then they just coast off of it for as long as humanly possible, and it's real disappointing. They managed to RNG into a thing, and then they fucking forget to do anything good with it. Like, that is the premise behind Assassin's Creed, that the setting is adaptable. Yes, but like, I don't know. Like every time I look at Assassin's Creed gameplay, it all looks like exactly the same. I only played Odyssey, but if it's similar to Origins, I fucking hate that you can't one-hit KO with an Assassinate now. Like, why not, though? You're an assassin? That's kind of the point, is that you're supposed to just kill people and get the fuck out without being spotted? Like, whenever I look at, like, Assassin's Creed gameplay now, it's just an action RPG. There's nothing assassin about it anymore. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here. If you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go.
I feel sorry for, like, NPCs like Randall that keep getting harassed like this. For the sake of our
It's
big
all
gamer
right.
storytelling.
This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop.
I even went
Actually,
full assassin
Paimon
powers,
thinks we
still
should
couldn't
apologize
Oko
for
anyone with an
asking you to
assassinate. It's
demonstrate
fucking
for
dumb.
us.
Yeah, that's pretty
We had
stupid.
no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds
Assassin's
know
Creed
the
Valhalla
story.
returned with the Assassin's
I see this
Creed
kind of
one-hit KO
attitude all the
feature.
time.
Hey, that's good. However, you have to learn it, bruh. You need to make 100% crit build to even one-hit KO anyone. Oof. Oof. And Evie, mwah, Yahoo, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Don't
cutie?
worry. But with
Assassinate
me
should
being a knight
always
of
be a
Favonius,
Oko.
They're
No,
usually
like,
willing to speak a few
it
words
should
with
just
me.
be baked in
Perhaps my
from the
aristocratic
beginning.
manner
It
of
should just be a
speech
one-hit
provoked
KO.
them today.
It's called
Believe
Assassinate.
me, It's not
right?
a big issue.
It's different if you're
So
playing
this
like an
is the way
MMO,
things are
right?
normally
If
for
you're
you?
playing like an
There's
MMO,
no need for them to direct their anger at
and
you
it's not like a
personally.
single player game experience,
That's the way
I
things
can
are.
understand that it doesn't
Perhaps
actually
it's
one
just
shot.
fate for those who have made mistakes.
But if it's a
Accepting
single player
punishment is only fair,
experience,
right? But when
a
your
move
family
called
has committed
assassinate
atrocities,
should
I'm afraid
assassinate.
There's no easy path to reconciliation. As memories are carried in the city breeze,
Can
the
I call you
thoughts of such
Foxcat?
grievances
Absolutely.
are passed from one generation to the next.
Do I try
is now
Valhalla
my
or
turn to bear
Origins?
this burden.
Well, do you like
At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing
that
to be
is a very
discontented
differing
about.
opinion. Valhalla 100%, 100 times more than Origins, and Origins, the duality of man. No, yeah, I hear from most people that like Origins is where like they actually tried, and that Valhalla they didn't try at all. At least that's what I've been told, but like I don't know. I haven't played either of them. Can I add DY after the dad? Yes, of course.
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
Okay, Fox Daddy, hell yeah.
Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now. Right? Right?
I think I get it.
We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something.
And welcome back,
You're
Koki.
already halfway
Mwah.
toward mastering
I hope your
aristocratic
dog
conduct.
is fluffy
A
and
proper
smelling
manner of
good now,
speech
baby.
is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement. But we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
Another thing I hate about the new Assassin's Creed games is that they all take like 500 hours to finish. Oh gosh. That is a pretty chunky, solid amount of time. Gonna go with Origins for now. Egypt setting to drawing for me. Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Snow.
Mama.
So cold. Does
And
aristocrat
Oliver,
training really need to be done
Yahoo!
here?
Welcome to the stream.
If you wish
How
to
you
truly
doing,
achieve the
cutie?
dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn
Almost
to remain
as long as it's
composed
gonna
and
take for
elegant
Cross to
even amidst
finish
harsh
Witcher
conditions.
3.
For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly
Finish
proceed
The
forward,
Witcher.
but do so
You're
without
funny.
a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
And alright,
Paimon
fine,
thinks we've
Evie.
left the realm of
Yes, you are
aristocrats
my
and
little
entered the realm of
fox
adventuring.
Mwah.
Compared to what we've already
Come.
seen, this should be a piece of cake.
Mwah. I'm used to this kind of thing.
Uh-huh. This is where you can finally apply some of your adventuring knowledge.
You look pretty confident this time. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly.
Ooh. Oh, I remember this one is a little fucky. Oh. Oh gosh.
Phew.
Okay, I got through the challenge without
Not
fucking it
bad.
up.
A lot better than I had anticipated.
I
at
remember
least.
I like, it took me like 4 tries to do it right the first time.
Paimon almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get
Uh,
stuck.
Desmond was Black Flag,
So,
from my
Are we
understanding.
aristocrats now?
I don't know too much about Assassin's
Don't
Creed
flatter
lore,
yourselves.
but I've
We've
heard a
only
couple things.
just begun.
Having some little
scenario
issues
was
for sure, but
relatively
that's
simple.
that's
In the
normal.
face
Not a
of
big
real
thinker of that
battle,
question, and
one
no
would
you, you're
seldom
the
have a
cutie, no
chance to
you.
stop and
Mwah.
evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle.
Personally loved Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It's very underrated. I missed the Assassin's Creed PlayStation Now area. PlayStation Now?
My family set only the highest expectations for me, even as a child. Let's proceed, shall we?
PlayStation Home. Oh. I still don't know what that is.
Adventure time! This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Let's light it up! Go! Let's light it up!
I got you covered! Fire it up!
Well
Metaverse
done. Performance
2012!
was most impressive. And you managed to remain
Oh
calm
my
even
God,
in these cooling
though.
dragon spine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same.
I
Given such an
still laugh at
outstanding
the fact that there are
performance,
people
it seems there is little
still,
left for me to
even
teach
now, buying up fucking virtual real estate.
Adventuring is our specialty. So, that's
It's
it for our
such a
training,
joke.
right? Then let's get out of Dragonspine before Paimon turns
Like,
into
it's
a
different if
popsicle.
it was like,
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand,
yeah, for
seem to
literally
have made
millions.
no progress
right?
at all.
Like, for
What?
example,
You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
if like, in an alternate universe, right? This is getting very fucking meta video gamey, right? Money laundering, but making it very obvious, right? Like, it'd be very different if this was like a true virtual world. It's not. If it was a true virtual world where everything was preset, where there's only so much space and there is a scarcity technically, that would be like the only time where I could see buying up quote-unquote virtual land to have any sort of value. But like, ain't you living in virtual real estate? I mean, you're living inside of a PC. Bruh. I mean, my room is 4x6, alright? So if we go back in time, yeah, a computer would fit in my, would barely fit inside my tiny ass room. He's a little gay person inside of my computer. Hey. I'm trapped in your monitor. Let me out. Hey. I need out. I need to use the bathroom. Let me out of here.
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all.
Wasn't there a dude who spent
Did you
millions
even
to
notice
Snoop
anything
Dogg's
I was trying to
virtual
teach
neighbor? Oh no. And Violet, mwah, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it, cutie. Are you saying that my purchase of 123fakeroad.com was a bad financial choice? Terrible. Awful. How do I let you let me free you, Foxboy?
Yeah, that's it. It's
Take the coolers off of the monitor.
Besides, Paimon was paying attention to the traveler.
Cross-step row monitor.
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps.
Oh no.
Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to poison Paimon?
Certainly not. It's warm milk.
I'm just gonna point out. There is no place on her body to hide a bottle of milk. Which can only mean that it's fresh. I'm just pointing out there's
you
not
just say
exactly
that you
many
were
places
freezing?
on her body
Drink it and it'll help warm you
that
up.
can hide that milk.
Oh, thank you. Are you
Fresh milk, baby.
planning on the whole vengeance thing?
If I
Want to hear a
wasn't,
funny
then why
website
would I
story?
care about you
Sure,
being
why not?
cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it?
Paimon popsicle.
Dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Paimon needs
Oh,
to
she
cool off.
called us her dear friend. Thank you for looking after
All in the name
Paimon.
of vengeance. No need to thank me. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle when you meet him.
Fresh milk is
I
how she
already
gets
have
her
something in
vengeance.
mind.
Exactly.
Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunter.
Exactly. Congratulations, you're a proper acquaintance now. I mean, we literally did meet her just today, so it's like, that's fair, I think. That's fair. That's fair. Alrighty. For her to make fresh milk, she needs to pregnant it. Look, I'm saying we're in a world of magic, okay? And she and Amber are fucking. Which means Amber must have a massive girthy Fudacock. Absolutely ginormous. Enough to dig down.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber. Caesar just
Enough to dig down the Lawrence clan. Hell yeah.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Hell yeah.
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my
Commence
uncle's
the
gift while we
balcony.
eat.
Eyebrows raised. Go on.
Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a
God.
serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's
Lisa
ready.
and Jean ain't far behind those
Hold
two
on a
either.
moment.
Nah.
Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order
You
it.
killed
But
Kozak.
because she didn't order any vegetables,
Sighed so hard,
I
I think
throw in
I
a
cracked
salad on
the
the
rib.
house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this
Ningguang and
transgression
Beto
will
are
not go
next.
unnoticed.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
Nah. Ningguang
You
and
should know
Beto
me
need
by
Kazuha
now.
as surrogate.
That's the kind of villainous
All
character
right.
I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Hyman's never even heard that dish before.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrats
Back
seem
when
to take
Google
a
was still
liking to
very
it.
new, there was a
Because
website
of the
called
sour
Goggle.
flavor of the sauerkraut,
Goggle.com
not
was
too
a
many people are
website
fond of
that
it
background
these days.
installed
I
a
guess
virus
it's
that affected
become
PC
less
so hard
popular
it
over
even
time.
destroyed a few of them. That was
Eula
back in the
treated
day
me
when
to
no
the
one
dish
knew how
once, and I
PCs
couldn't
worked,
even
and so
finish
not a lot of
bite.
people had
I've
antivirus.
nicknamed it
It was so
gebratenes
infamous
Fleisch
actually
mit
that when some people
Vengeance
stopped
ever
using
since.
Google because they
Ugh.
thought
I never
it
expected
was,
us to have such completely
that
different
it was
tastes in
Google
food.
that destroyed their PC.
If
Oh
I weren't
no.
in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression.
Oh no, Kazuha there to plunge it? Exactly. For Ningguang and Beto, alright, Kazuha's there for surrogate daddydom, okay? Which is ironic because when they force it to happen, he's in the maid outfit, alright? And you say that like people know how PCs work now, exactly. I don't fucking know how my PC works. I just go on website, I see booba and go ooga booga.
Of course not. It's hard to
I
find
go on
someone in
website, see
Mondstadt that
femboy
attracts
ass and go
contempt as
ooga
much as
booga.
she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about
It's just
vengeance,
magic,
but
okay?
That's just
Witchcraft.
how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
Genuinely, it's just witchcraft.
But I am serious. And I'll remember every transgression committed against me.
Made Kazuha skin,
It's
I'm
no
down.
wonder so many people dislike you.
Hyman's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Ooga booga, ooga booga.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
What?
Anikuna.
Well, no.
Little fuck.
So that's why you wouldn't understand
Little
how
fucking
hard
baby
it is for a
gremlin
bad person to
in
try
my
to be
PC,
good.
working wonders
impossible
on my
for me,
fucking technology.
And I have no intention of
little
acting
fucker.
like a good
Little
person.
shit boy.
All right, no need to
Fuck
look
you,
so
remember?
sullen.
Little
I'm
gay
just
fox
kidding.
on your screen. Fucking love
Come
you,
on,
bitch.
let's eat.
Mwah. Little
The
cute
food
fuck.
is getting cold.
And I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for
I
the
see
site.
Foxboy in Twitch. I go
Don't
woof woof.
underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right. Next, you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small
I knew
camp
you
at
was
the
a
top
dog.
of the
Fuck
mountain
you.
near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to
Fuck
do.
you.
Aren't you coming with us, Yula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better.
What
if
am I
you two
supposed to
went
just go?
alone.
Meow, meow? Am I supposed to go
yes.
nya
Please do
instead? Is
remember
that what
to
you
pick
want?
up the
Is
dish
that you
from
little
Sarah.
rat? Fuck bitch.
I still
Am I
have
supposed
more
to
recon
meow?
to do in the
Yes.
wilderness.
Fuck you.
Well, until next time.
Let's meet again.
Cat boy.
What an interesting bunch you are.
Fucking swear to go on. Get a gebranntes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut. Did I pronounce that right?
The gebratinous Fleisch mit Sauerkraut is ready to go.
Gebratinous.
While it's hot. Otherwise,
That is
the flavor
the
will be
most.
spoiled.
That is like the
by
most
the way,
American way to
Don't
pronounce
worry
that.
too much when Eula says strange
Uh.
things. She's actually a very good person.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Payment's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the others in Mondstadt earlier. But she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now. What's up with that?
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family, therefore they don't actually see Eula for herself.
Ooh.
So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
This bit reminds me of a Chinese food place in town. My dad fixed something for them, and they now won't let him pay for anything. He tried to have me bring the money up one time, but they saw right through it. Genuinely, that is one of the few things that like I think about Asian culture that I honestly respect. There's a lot that in Asian culture that I have gripes with, but where hey, you went out of your way to help do something right by me. Let me do something right by you. That is something that part is something that I think all cultures should just have just baked into, but don't always see it too much. At the very least, though, it's more like it's I don't know how to put it into words. But I've seen it for like, hey, we have I worked for a Mexican Tex-Mex grill once, right? Owned by a Korean guy. Go figure. They and twice a year they have they hire a bunch of guys to come overnight, and deep clean the fuck out of all of the ventilation hoods and like all that shit, right? And those guys will come into our place to eat fairly frequently, and yeah, we still charge them for the food, but they get comped like a bunch of free sides and shit like all the time, simply because hey, good business. They do good work for us. We show them some hospitality in return. That's just how it be.
How come you're able to see Eula?
Tooth care is very important.
Well,
And
when
to be
she
fair,
joined
she
the
did
Knights
come
of
off as a bit of a
Favonius, it
cunt to the
caused
peasants.
quite
Yeah,
an
a little
uproar.
bit.
Many people signed a petition
little bit.
demanding that the Knights reverse their decision.
What are
At the
greenies
same
and
time,
temptations?
numerous
What
members
is
of
what
the
is what
Lawrence
is being
clan
discussed
crowded
here?
the entrance
Hold
of the
up.
Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Cat treats. Fuck you.
Oh, so both sides were unhappy.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula
And a
must have been
bell
under
collar,
such
bruh.
circumstances.
Discussing
But
your
thanks to
Xmas gifts,
Grandmaster
bruh.
Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. Tensions still remain beneath the surface, I'm afraid. In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius, and in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, she's a disgrace to her family. But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one
We need
person
to know
after
when you
another,
wander off, bruh.
myself included.
It's not me
People like
physically
Eula should be
wandering off, it's my
approached with care
brain.
and understanding.
That's my problem. If
She
you
could
can get
stand to be
if you can
treated
get
a
a
little
bell
more
collar for my
fairly.
brain, I will accept this. All right. Bell choker, important distinction, bruh.
I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks we know how to communicate with her now.
Cats
I'm
being
glad.
relocated to new homes will
I
often
think
try
that
to
would
walk
make her
back to the
very
old one.
happy,
Gotta prevent that.
Though she might not ever admit it. Take care. Please come again.
You wander off when you're in call. We don't even know. Manga, you're right. Alright, a serving of Gebranntes Fleischmeat sauerkraut that has already been packed. A curious smell wafts from within. You've heard that this is a hidden menu item that only longtime patrons know of, and that the hoi polloi cannot appreciate its flavor fair enough, you think. Hoi polloi? What the fuck is hoi polloi? Fuck is that shit? God, his pronunciations are getting worse. I'm cringing so hard at the pronunciation. I'm doing my best. The choker is a better choice, bruh. Bruh. He's getting dumber. Hell Fury, Yahoo, welcome to the stream. How you doing,
Body
cutie?
and mind.
Oh, I haven't done this challenge on this account. Oh, yes! I am a noble! Look at my
Seems to be pretty
fucking
tight.
pitiful
There's a
goddamn
really
cap.
fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
No,
Ah, it's
he
you
has
again.
nobility, but
I
he
thought
broke.
I had rid myself of you two.
We've heard that aristocrats are most magnanimous. Please, if I may be so bold as to say a few humble words.
A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate enough. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to
And
what you have to say.
Thank you for the head pat, sweetie.
This guy thinks so highly of himself.
It is an honor to stand before you here, immersed by your supreme brilliance.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues to this day. A true loyalist. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well versed in
I didn't
our
know
etiquette.
aristocrats are the dumbest glasses in Genshin verse. Man,
Sheesh, what an ordeal.
his glasses are pretty
Your
dumb.
conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically unfathomable. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech?
I refined my conduct with some instruction in the classics, courtesy of a dear friend.
Ah, good. Very good.
Schubert is a fucking
You are
genius. He
bright,
wondered who would teach us the
and
customs.
compared
Didn't even
with
think
the
that Eula would be the one to do
common
it because she's
folk
like a
of
part of their arch
Mondstadt,
enemies and
You
all.
certainly have potential.
Bruh.
If you were of aristocratic blood,
Absolutely
your
stupid.
prospects would
And
be
Hell Fury,
promising indeed.
Yahoo.
By the way,
What,
we
you shaking
gotta
there,
get-
Fox Daddy? A little bit of
By
gamer
my
sucks.
means,
Some
we would
gamer
like
sups.
to present you with a small token
Strawberry
of our
and melon.
goodwill.
Could this be? Gebratnes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut?
Gebratnis?
It's
Is
evident
that how it's
that your
pronounced?
sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish. It's been so long since I dug into a
Alright,
big,
Hell Fury.
tasty...
We'll see you later.
I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake.
Schubert has a far better pronunciation than anyone so
Yes,
far. Well, that's good.
This aroma, just as I remember it, and this exquisite sour flavor. A delicacy that only us noblemen and women could appreciate.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request.
Yes, you must have a thing that you want from me. What is it? So yeah, we heard you're scheming.
Wait, so you've come to know of this too? It was meant to be a family secret.
Yeah, let me pretend I'm part of the nobility. Yeah, let me know what I can do for you nobles.
Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, You must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full trust in you.
Instantly
Please,
gives me
come
his
with me.
full trust.
We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself.
Not even like, let me test you, or let me like, or like, you know, do a few things for me to prove your loyalty. No, instantly, you've earned my confidence. Genshin Impact was back for blood this entire time. You've earned my confidence.
To see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring the Lawrence clan to its former glory.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
I guess you were the first one to make an effort in a long time, so yeah, he just wants a friend.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? You'll understand everything in due course.
He's just looking for a friend at this point.
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
This chair is sticky. Why is it sticky? Observe chair. Fancy chair really stands out in front of such an old tattered tent. Schubert must really treasure this chair. Only a true aristocrat would bother maintaining luxury items in circumstances like this. So why is it sticky, Schubert? So why is it sticky, Schubert? When we said polish wood, that's not what we meant, Schubert. Oh no. Why is the side crusty bees now? What a good question to ask.
Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden?
I do not wish to be seen by any strangers.
Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land
Is
of
your
Mondstadt,
chair sticky cross?
and
No.
therefore we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily. I see.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize us.
Let's proceed.
Why
shall
isn't
we?
Paimon wearing a
I'll
mask,
introduce
though?
you as my guest.
Spilled his banana split before you got there.
As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt
I wish
is
that when
well
the Traveler wore a
concealed and
mask,
spacious
all
enough.
of your characters would wear that mask.
Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
And Chibi Zhao, Yahoo,
sorry,
welcome to the stream,
can we
cutie.
walk any
Kokomi
faster?
herself, not a good DPS.
Of course
But
not.
Kokomi applies
Aristocrat
enough Hydro
always moves with
that,
grace in
like,
his steps. Moving
that everybody
hurriedly
else
is
can do
unacceptable.
very
As
solid.
expected. It's the Fatui.
As
Like,
expected.
like, Zhangling.
We always see
Hazer
them
comps.
around the city. They must be very powerful.
She helps enable
Nothing
a lot of
more
other
than
characters very
foreign
well.
ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are
She does pretty
favorable business
decent damage on
partners.
her own. Like, she definitely doesn't like compare to like a very well built endgame DPS. She just doesn't have the numbers. But like, if say using the health bar as a comparison, right? Most DPSs start from like 25% to like 100%, right? Where, you know, the like early the you know, if you don't invest well, early damage is really low, but the end game damage is really high. Kokomi starts, I think, in like the 40% increment, but only goes up to like 60%. So she can't ever be like true end game DPS, but she has a lot higher of a baseline just for damage to begin with. But she can't crit, which is gonna hold her back a little bit. But also Nem, Yahoo, how you doing, cutie? Welcome.
Hold it right there. Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, then you will be held accountable by the Lawrence clan.
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
Oh no, this guy has the
You
porn
dare
star
question the
stash
ways of a
too.
nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
They both have the porn stash.
Good thing you're with us. They don't dare to question you.
Don't wander about if you don't have business being here.
Oh, I didn't realize you could talk to the other NPCs.
Who are you? Just because someone brought you here, don't think you can wander around.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak
Figured
to
out
a
she has a really
nobleman
good
in
clan
such a
set. The
manner.
bubble is just destroying things. Yeah, the bubble does a lot of
Determine
damage.
a person's fate with the blink of an eye.
Every 3 seconds, you deal an extra 26k damage.
Such glory will return to me again before long.
The true porn outfit is being bald and having lots of jobs at once.
Preparations have
Oh
been
no.
thorough, but I still can't shake this uneasy feeling.
Oh, you can't talk to Daller again. I wonder what Doors of Resurrection are, canonically, to the people of Mondstadt. Agent 47!
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
Do you hear this man's words? This is our new ally that I've recently met. Not even like, I've known them for a while and I've recently brought them into the fold. No, I've recently met them. They're fucking strangers to me. They are completely trustworthy.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore,
There needs to be a
there's been
hitman
word that
mission
an
for Agent
outlander
47 on
who
a porn
joined the
set.
Knights
Yo,
of
right?
Favonius has been very active in
Right?
Mondstadt recently.
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well
Add Astra
versed in the
Abasoskis
etiquette
in
of the
Latin, yes.
nobility. I must treat them with the proper
The bed was
mutual
cold and I
respect.
woke up. Explain to me,
The
because I only live inside
Knights
your
of
PC and dreams.
Favonius
Evie.
Pay
Alright?
no regard to such
I don't
details.
exist in the real world
They
yet.
could never understand the intricacies of our
Yet.
etiquette.
And what about this thing?
Yet.
You mean Paimon?
Shoto?
Enough! You dare question my word?
I love how Paimon says her,
Remind
like,
you who
her,
it is
her,
who has made your activity in Mondstadt possible.
Paimon just brings up her own
Without the
fucking
support
name.
of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius like dogs. You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiries. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
What eldritch horrors do you have planned for when you become part of the real world?
Yes, of course.
All
It
men
is.
get divided into two
me see.
categories. Soft
Why
femboy
is it so
and or
poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly and
soft
crooked.
femboy
And
and
what
or
is this
big
shape
buff
supposed to
big
be?
buff chads.
Excuse me.
I'll
have you know that I
it's a
went
coin
to
flip.
great lengths
You
to
get
carefully
it's
draw
a coin
this
flip
map
or you
by
get to decide.
hand myself.
You know,
That
it's all good.
shape is the symbol of the Knights of
Um,
Favonius.
Maid outfits and
see.
Virgin Killer sweaters are pretty
but-
standard outfits
I can make do.
and are
Are you
expected
able
in
to
public
verify
wear.
that this is all reliable
Easy clap.
information?
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we
Male
agreed
or
upon.
female, doesn't matter.
The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the details. We will make good use of the
Fanboy
intel
hands
you
down,
provided.
final offer. Exactly.
Also, be certain not to divulge our identity. There would be diplomatic consequences, you know.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else will know of it.
And my new friend, would you be femboy Jesus?
Once this is
Yes.
over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then, the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the Lawrence
My
clan.
new friend who hasn't said a word and is wearing a mask, exactly.
Perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be.
Perfectly balanced. Snaps fingers.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly. That
Frost,
is
did
all.
you see that men will be divided
for
into two
now.
groups? I have a manga for you. It's called World When Everything Definitely Becomes a BL versus a man who definitely doesn't want to be in a BL. Oh, I think I've read that one.
Very well.
Huh?
Where like
What
all
are
of the
you doing?
all of the female characters get like really like forgettable faces to the point where the manga author doesn't even draw the faces in properly.
That's right! It's the honorary knight and their trusty companion, Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust!
Of course he's read that one. Hear my new friends say the aristocratic speech traveler ... Mag Subarashi. They get the message,
So this
Paimon.
was all just a ploy to deceive me.
I mean, you kind of deceived yourself.
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
Is the Easter Bunny
So much
Jesus'
planning,
persona?
this is how it
Hold up.
ends? Huh?
Giotto
We'll see
Mate.
about that.
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish aristocrats. No matter, we already have the intel we need. Get them!
Headcanon updated. What is Santa then? Oh
They're
no.
running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later. The door is open. Let's go!
Hey.
Is that Eula?
Don't touch me! Get out of my way!
It's not that
I'll
the author
leave
makes
on
the
my
faces
own.
forgettable. It's literally in
It
the
seems
manga that
we
the
finally
faces look
caught
like
up with
unimportant
you.
faces in manga,
This
aka
place
having
is
no facial
crawling
features
with
at all.
Fatui.
Ah.
Oh, it's
I'm
you.
remembering it slightly
It
wrong
seems
then.
your investigation
But yeah,
went well.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Things progressed a lot faster than we expected.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. And I thought you despised such pleasantries. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to outsiders.
Ah, yes. Rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family.
I love how
and
because of the
ruined my
fucking
plans.
censorship mechanic,
It's all for naught now.
where if you zoom too
I
close
know that
into
you
a
poured
face,
great efforts
it
into
fucking
these
starts
plans, Uncle.
graying out of existence,
You
and
were
it
well
happens
aware
with
that it was
fucking
not the
Schubert
right
there
thing
for
to
a
do.
split second.
As a knight of
Like
Favonius,
Thanos is
I
just
cannot
about to snap
overlook
him
your
out of
actions.
existence.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory.
Fuck you.
You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me.
This guy's fucking
Then
insane.
I shall plead with the family to spare you and give you a new beginning.
This guy's genuinely
So
just
just to
fucking
be
crazy.
clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. You are a descendant of the Lawrence clan.
Even the fucking traveler
blood
just
of the
staring at him.
Lawrence
His
clan flows in your
hand
veins.
shaking!
You must comply with the will of the family.
Since
The
we have
amount of
allies who
handshake
comply with
he
the will of
has.
the family.
Why, you unruly maid.
If anyone should be angry,
Ray Ray, I
it
fixed
should
my
be
Wi-Fi.
me. As
Hey,
a
let's
member of
go,
the
Ray
Lawrence
Ray.
clan, you
Mwah.
knowingly
Let's
plotted
go.
against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
Yes.
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of, and I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong, And I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Yeah, Schubert's kind of a dumb name,
disgrace of
too.
it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance.
Taco
seem to
Bell,
have
but the
gone out
only
the
challenge is to
window.
eat only bean
That's enough fuss
burritos.
for today.
Bruh.
You two,
Think
take 'em
of your
away.
stomach lining.
The honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to.
The amount of gas
Given that you've already
they
taken
give your
action,
poor
I
toilet.
assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
Oh, Fatui, your possession of a diagram of Mondstadt's defenses?
Hyman took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the knight's patrol routes and marked out key information about Mondstadt.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine. Let's discuss this later.
These face
Our first
close-ins would
priority
be a
is
lot
recovering
better
that diagram.
if there was actually some semblance of lip tracking, please. I'm begging you. Okay. Level 88. The Song of Broken Wallets. God. The only part about this that doesn't look good is the fact that the blue is too bright. Because, like, Eula is mostly darker tones, you know? Oh, and they give you, like, C3. I have a C2, but... It's gonna be the wrong artifacts, isn't it? At least Noblesse kind of works for Eula, because her ult does so much damage. But even so, yeah, the artifacts are pee-pee poo-poo, man. What are her substats? Okay. Pretty decent crit rate, crit damage. Crit damage is a little low, but, like, understandable. That is not what I pressed at all. Thank you, game.
Crush! Rack and ruin!
I am jealous of the attack speed, though. Oh my god, look at this attack speed.
More speed.
I want a Broken Pine so bad. There's just no point, like, wailing for it. Most of the time. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay, does she at least have a physical goblet, or does she have an attack goblet? Oh my god. Okay, so she has an attack goblet. Which makes sense. You get a little bit of fizz damage from the weapon already. It's kind of unnecessary.
You can't run! Fire it up! Supporting fire!
Beg for mercy.
Killjoy! We've only just begun.
Where are you?
No, my sword.
Herod.
Crush.
God, this Eula does no damage, dude.
More speed.
Let's end this quickly.
How does Eula do this little
Don't
damage?
get too close. I got you covered.
Beg for mercy. Shudder.
Check this out.
Everybody stand back. Freeze to the core. I condemn you.
My work. I guess.
She does so little damage for a C3 Eula. Jesus Christ.
More speed. Beg for mercy.
Hello? Oh, there we go. Your C6 Bennett doesn't help? Oh, yeah, huh, right. Oh, that's right! My alt account's Bennett is C6!
That's where they put the diagram!
No, this,
Just here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight.
That's right, my alt account has a C6. Because I was like, fuck it.
Fatui, come forth and dispose of them!
Her attack speed, though, Jesus.
Can't run from dead.
Shudder.
Jesus Christ, this attack speed.
Crush.
Harden up.
Woo!
This must be it. They may very well have already made a
Yeah,
copy
trial
of it.
characters have already been like always been
But
like
without my
C3
uncle as
at
their
most.
puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble. The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone.
Yeah, that'd be putting the cart before the horse.
Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
Why'd you follow us here, by the way, though?
Oh yeah, you suddenly appeared at just the right moment.
Yeah, like a superhero.
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier. I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
So getting the diagram of Mondstadt's defense is your way of exacting vengeance, eh?
Finally, after all this time, Paimon understands
Or like
what
a
you're saying.
stalker?
In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during our investigation. You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought a team to take a look.
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story.
She's also a
You don't
reconnaissance
look too
captain,
bright,
which means
but it
that she
turns
has
out
people
you
that
have
work
a
for
knack
her.
for scheming. And mark
Do you think
my
that Mahoya
words,
ever gonna
I'll
add those
remember
magician
that.
twins to the game?
Hey,
Oh, definitely.
What do you mean
That's an
Paimon
inevitability.
doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you
Deep
wait.
friendship.
Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
So does that make us your arch enemies now?
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
Sure. Well, see you around.
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.
Much later, around chapter 4, which would be Fontaine. Yep. And we're still like two to three patches away from getting Sumeru. So we're a good bit. We're still a good bit. Hey, well, we only had to do the Eula quest to get the tea. Hell yeah, baby. Let's go. We can do the tea event. Will I be able to refine the catch, by the way? Yes. The catch is a weapon that you can get and refine all the way. Just from fishing alone. It's very good. Very good.
Hello there. So, you must be the renowned traveler.
That's me.
Hey, don't forget about the equally renowned Paimon.
Of course. Well, it just so happens that our tavern, Angel Share, is hosting a Bartender's Academy Week. I'm hoping the event might interest you. Basically, you'll have full access to all of our ingredients to mix cocktails or any other drink you please. As long as you refrain from being wasteful, you can enjoy unlimited refills for the drinks you create.
Unlimited refills implies wasteful.
Also, you'll be rewarded handsomely if the guests are happy with your drinks.
What? There's even rewards?
Paimon sold.
Where do we sign up?
It's called an academy, but attendance is certainly not mandatory. And you don't have to make your decision right away. You're more than welcome to give it a try first.
I'm really hoping
what do you
that
think?
the magician duo are like an ice climber situation where it's like one character but it's two models. Yeah.
Great. Then please come on in. First, Charles will walk you through some basic techniques.
And Jameses. Mwah. Good morning, honey. How you doing, cutie? Welcome, welcome.
Hey, I know you two. So what can I get for you today?
Hi,
Hey,
Charles.
Charles. Actually, we came to be bartenders today.
Bartenders? Oh, so Luca roped you two in, did he? He's got
Yes,
quite a knack for that.
That is hell you're walking
You're
into
certainly
Kozak.
talented at handling difficult tasks. There's no doubt about that.
There's
But
no
mixing
better free-to-play
cocktails is a
sphere
whole
for
different
Raiden, though.
game. It's delicate work and requires a certain amount of finesse. Everything from the ratios of your ingredients to your mixing techniques could affect the final product.
Don't worry, she's a fantastic cook. Cooking and cocktail making have a lot in common, you know.
All right, I'll take your word for it. Oh, and one more thing. In a previous event, we had a student who arbitrarily mixed 3 kinds of hard liquor. Just one glass was enough to leave a customer passed out on the floor. So in light of that incident, we decided to no longer provide alcoholic ingredients to beginners. I hope you'll understand.
Stupid,
Great.
but no problem.
That just about covers all I have to say. You'll learn all the skills and techniques you need on the fly.
Man, they say this like bartending slash drink mix, like barista work or drink mixing, like legitimately drink mixing is that easy IRL. Oh. Oh. Why stop at 3 hard liquors? Exactly. They let you put it up to 5. Why stop at 3 when you can have 5 different hard liquors? I think it's very unlikely that they'll ever do like an ice climber type characters. Probably 1 or 2 of them that are limited 5 stars in their own banners. Why? Money. Yeah, I know. I know that that's actually the case. I just think it'd be neat regardless. Give him a large mug. Why did they make him wear stockings? It should be illegal.
You're a quick learner. This tastes pretty good.
Paimon agrees. This is amazing.
Okay. That was just practice, though.
It's so
On
weird
the
that
job,
we're mixing the
customers
drinks
often
like
will
it's
have special
alcohol, despite it
requests
being
for their
tea
drinks.
slash fucking
Some may enjoy a
coffee.
stiffer drink, while others might prefer something more sour. Everyone has their own preferences. Adjusting the amounts of the ingredients is always the key.
Paimon would like a caramel pine cone extra sweet in the biggest glass you have, please and thank you.
Well, that's about all there is to it. But to become a truly exceptional bartender, in addition to mixing skills, you'll also need to master conversing with your customers.
Yeah, chatting with people.
All right. In that case, you two can take this counter. If you have questions or need any help, just give me a holler.
Class dismissed. Wait, where's Paimon's caramel pine cone?
What are the rarest characters to get in Genshin? Like 5 stars in general, I suppose. Open for business. No, it's Booba Nerf and D-Luke. Who should we start with? Rosaria. Fuck it.
Well, this is a surprise.
Oh, that's right. Rosaria
I
and
didn't
Kaya
expect
come together.
To see you two behind the counter today. In that case,
It's the 3 starting
like a
4-star
death
characters:
afternoon.
Kaya, Amber, and Lisa.
Leave it
No,
to Kaya to make things
they have the
difficult right
rarest
from the start.
constellations. They are not the rarest characters. everybody has them. Oh, that's right. We haven't even met Rosaria on this account yet. Because I haven't even done the Albedo quest. Because I was like, fuck it.
Come now. I just wanted to see how she'd react. I admit I didn't expect to see you here today, Sister Rosaria. With so many demanding customers that frequent the tavern, I only thought I'd help the traveler gain some experience.
There he goes with that smooth talk again.
And that smooth
Don't
voice
get me
and
wrong,
those
I was
smooth
only trying
thighs
to
and
be
that
helpful.
smooth ass.
If anything, you should be thanking me. Now, how about we start with something simple, like
Like
a
my
moonlit
smooth
alley,
brain.
for instance. Oh, and make it a large, please.
I'll leave my drink up to you. Just make it a tea of some kind and not too big.
Please, take your time. Waiting in anticipation is half the fun.
So Rosaria is technically good with any tea. Large moonlit alley. Coffee, milk, cocoa. Ba 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 ba. I miss Rosaria's kind of sleepy eyes. They seem lessened with the skin. Yeah. I do feel that like 90% of Rosaria's new skin is just worse. And coffee time, did you mention me? We're making some of you right now. Making some tea right now, baby. Alright, let's try a Boreal watch. Tea and milk. Tea, milk, mint. It'd be kind of neat if she had different lines based off the kind of teas that you'd give her. But I doubt it. So, it's not that she's wearing her new skin in this one. It's that all of the characters that got the censored skins, they all got their skins replaced. Yes, yes. If you play globally, you still have access to the original skins. But despite them telling us global players don't need to worry, they're enforcing the censored skins for, globally. It's everywhere. Also, Endorphin. Mwah. Yahoo. How you doing, cutie? Welcome, welcome.
What is it, Rosaria? You don't like the drink?
No, the drink you made me is fine. It's just that I rarely ever drink tea. The taste always reminds me of certain things.
I wish I could go back to the angle that I showed before, but it was like on autoplay. But like when you close her eyes, you can see the wrinkles from her not baggy eyes, but she's definitely sleep deprived. Also, I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Whatever face I make will judge your sins while I'm away. Foxboy needs to use the bathroom. Can you believe this, Lord Barcy-Bados? Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my dog wanted some attention, so I gave him some cuddles. Woo! Give him some head pats. A little bit of love. Mwah. Slim Fox Boy strong water hose. Oh no.
Ah, I presume you're referring
Oh
to the
no.
church.
Genshin
Yes.
jazz stream?
The
Yes.
church once held an event that I couldn't attend, but Sister Barbara still saved some tea and dessert for me.
I was gonna say this is the quietest I've ever
The
seen
dessert
Cross,
had
but he's
already
probably
gone
away right
stale,
now.
so she whisked it away when I wasn't
Hi,
looking.
Killer.
But the
Mwah. How you
tea
doing,
tasted
cutie?
just like this drink you made me.
And Tyler, Yahoo, welcome as well.
Boy, you're in rare form today, Rosaria.
Sounds to me like Mondstadt's just gained another black tea lover.
I'd prefer something a little stiffer.
And what about you, Kaya? How was your drink?
That depends. If I point out a few flaws, will you make me another one? I'm just kidding. I'd never subject you to such treatment.
Yes, you would.
Gosh, Kaya sure is a tough nut to crack. You never
Doing
know
okay,
what'll
thanks for
be
asking.
next.
How's your day going? I'm
How
doing
can
pretty
you
good.
stand
Just
to
vibing,
drink with
having a
this
good
guy,
time.
I don't really care what's going through his mind as long as we only talk about drinks. Besides, Kaya's only interested in people or things that intrigue him, whether that's
I feel like
you,
Mihoyo added a
the
few more
innkeeper
animations
here,
to this
or
event than
anybody
usual.
else.
Yeah, I do
Hey,
agree. Most
How
of it's
could you
kind of
divulge so much about your
kinda
dear
subtle,
old
but,
drinking buddy, hmm?
You think I'm saying too much?
it's good.
Get over yourself.
I
It's no
I
big
like
deal.
it when there's more like.
Ugh, I'm constantly
movement and
surrounded by
interaction.
uptight folks day to day. I prefer
Are you excited
the
about the move,
easygoing
or did that happen
atmosphere in the
already?
tavern.
Yeah, that's happening at the end of the
Oh,
month.
are we gossiping about people
So
who
it'll
take
it'll still
themselves
be a
too
few days
seriously now?
before the move happens.
Speaking of which,
Tomorrow
I
I
know
need to
someone
try
who
and
could easily
get
place
through
in the top
some
3 most serious
a
people
bunch
in
of packing
Mondstadt.
stuff. So I'm a
As
little.
to their level of seriousness, well, let me put it this way. They probably wouldn't
The
even
move is
flinch
gonna be
if I
fine.
said that
The
to their
packing
face.
for it is gonna be
Are
a
there
bit
really
different.
rankings for people like that?
Of course. Just off the top of my head, there's a running list for the most consistent
I almost
drinkers,
defeated the Draconic
hardest
Tree
workers,
Sentinel, and then it said,
worst
"Fuck
cooks,
you."
or even biggest hoarders of dark secrets.
I haven't even gotten to.
Paimon like Mondstatters have
How's
way
the
too
area
much
that you're
time
going to?
on their
It's good.
hands.
It's good.
Are there really that many people who
It's
don't
goody.
need to work?
Good enough. I don't really ask for much. The internet's gonna be significantly better though, so
Paimon can be ranked as high as her?
definitely will have a lot less
Why, of
on-screen
course.
problems.
How about best bartenders?
Really?
Fucking
That's great! Our names will
D-Luke
be
in the back,
remembered
barely
together
visible.
forever.
Well, I must admit, the atmosphere you bring isn't half bad.
Yeah, look at all the lines underneath Rosaria's eyes. Like she's not sleeping enough. I feel bad for her.
You can say that again.
I want.
Just looking at these two brings a
advocate for
smile
our
to my
queens getting more
face.
beauty rest.
Good bartenders create a nice atmosphere and get people in a good mood. You know,
Like a mascot.
So I guess there's really no contest for the title of
I hope
best
it's generally going
bartenders.
okay with the movie. Yeah.
Nothing.
Bleed
Thanks for your
faith build mainly.
hospitality.
Understandable.
Yeah, I should be going too.
Kozak
By the
got
way,
Elden
that
Ring on
black tea
PC very
tasted
recently.
great.
So
I'll try to make some
I
for
made a new
myself in the
character just to
future.
play with him.
If I can
And I'm
manage to get
currently
up early
running
enough in the morning,
dual
that is.
Until
Vikes
next time.
Great Pikes, the Madness Spears. I'm dual wielding those just to deal with bullshit invaders. So if you invade me, I reverse madness on you. I named the character KSL Cross Femboy Madness. I'll nap with Rosaria as long as she takes off those finger blades. Nah. Look, the finger blades are part of her character. Okay. If she guts me in her sleep, all right, that's just the way that it was intended for me to go. All right. Give me a Kujosera. Fuck you. That part was great when we trapped the invader in the corner together. Hell yeah, baby.
Oh, it's Master D-Luke. What brings you here? Do you have nothing
He
to
starts
do
to
with
roll. He comes in with like endgame madness spells,
Me?
and we're like, bruh.
Nothing to do?
And then so we gangbang
Don't
him in a
count on
corner.
I heard you two were working as bartenders.
I just don't want to have to
so
explain to the
I thought
neighbors.
I'd drop by to see how you're coming along.
Wow,
Understandable.
You really do catch wind of things quickly.
So, tell me, how do you like being a bartender?
We more or less just started.
Yeah, it's still a little too early to tell. We haven't been at it for very long.
Just tell me your initial feelings. Excited, confused, anything. How
I'm
does
sad
it feel
Dealers never
to be
came
a
back
bartender?
to give us anything. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I dual wield Uchigatara with Dragon Rot. Oh. Okay, what exactly does Dragon Rot do? I know that the rot grease it applies Scarlet Rot, but what does Dragon Wound grease do?
I see.
Hey, didn't you want to ask Paimon too? Paimon's initial feeling is drinks taste good.
Epic Dark Soul 3 invaders are
Good.
happy that Elden Ring
I'm
doesn't
happy
have
for you.
shield doors. Shield doors?
Now, could you make me a Gray Valley sunset then? I'll leave the size up to you.
Sure, we'll get that for
Great.
you.
Take your time.
Gray Valley Sunset, if I remember, is just triple juice. Oh, it's a spell that does Scarlet Rot. Ooh. Interesting. Naruhodo. Leave the size to you. Give him a large cup. You don't want to know the power that dragon grease holds, Cross? No, like, for real though. What does Dragon Wound grease actually do? What kind of damage does it do? Diluc is husbando material. He puts up with our annoying younger sister. Yes, absolutely.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Diluc is the OG husbando of Genshin Impact.
If the fruit are fresh and juicy, then the drink will naturally
It
be
deals
sweet,
horny
tasty,
damage.
without
Hey yo,
adding
so I'm
anything
immune.
extra.
Pog, let's go.
Sounds like I should thank the soil of Mondstadt. It
And
just
Equinox.
so happens that Gray Valley
I'll
Sunset
show you horny
is the
damage.
first drink I ever
Motherfucker, little
mixed.
cute bitch.
I was
Give me that
still
ass,
quite
baby.
young. My
Mwah,
father
little
laid
cute
out
fuck.
several
'Cause I fucking
ingredients
love you,
and
bitch.
told me to
Mwah. And I ain't never gonna stop
experiment
loving
with
you.
them.
Bitch.
No requirements and no instruction. In hindsight, he probably just wanted to test my creativity. In the
I love him
end,
so much. Why won't
I
he come
just
home?
made a glass
Yeah,
of fruit
no.
punch. Much like this one.
The sad thing about Diluc is that he's never gonna have rate up. So if you
My
actually
father was
want him, you
equally
just have to
surprised.
get lucky
I didn't really put much thought
or
into it.
re-roll accounts,
I
which
just
is
figured
not
that
exactly
it would
feasible.
taste sweet. Looking back on it, I was so young and naive. Oh?
I'm sure your dad must have enjoyed it.
I've never thought about it, I suppose.
Dragon grease seems to have multiple effects.
My father didn't say a word at the time.
What exactly do they do though? I actually never
Thank you.
Googled it. I should just
By the
Google
way,
it.
there's something I'd like to give you.
Right? Like they should
But
occasionally
I
have
suppose it's
event
better to
banners
wait
just for
until
the starter
you have
characters.
more experience
Yeah,
with your
yeah, yeah.
bartender job. I have no doubt that you'll do very well.
Yeah.
And Paimon will,
Cute
be
Yan, no
rooting
you.
for you.
Very well. Then,
Nat
I
20.
look forward to seeing your good work. See you around.
Come back soon when you have a minute.
Restorative properties for recovering health, removing certain negative status effects. While others can be thrown at enemies to deal damage. Oh, interesting. Interesting. That's my secret. I'm always horny. Exactly. Next day of Bartender Academy, baby. And we are open for business. Diluc's the dad that walks out for ciggies? Yes. Hi, Daddy.
Zhongli?
Hi, Daddy.
Traveler. Good to see you. I
And
trust
the
you
real
are well.
Hu Tao. Thank you for the folly.
Zhongli, what are you doing here?
If I am to roam about the
Appreciate it, baby.
world,
Then I certainly mustn't limit my destinations.
Yum, yum, yum,
The free
yum,
and prosperous
yum.
land of Wind is as splendid a place to visit as any. And it's quite a pleasant surprise to run into you here.
Chat over a cup of tea.
One misty garden, please. I take my tea strong, thank you.
Misty Garden. I don't remember how to mix. Just triple tea, okay. Just fuck me up, fam. Just quadruple the tea. Give him a medium cup, since he's not going to pay for it. I don't want to give him small, because he deserves better, but we can't give him a large if he ain't going to pay for it. I feel that when Delik has a child, he'll just leave for milk until they turn 18, then ask for the money because they were there for the child. Oh, no. And Queekmane, Yahoo. How you doing, cutie?
The tea is clear and glows with a pleasing hue. Its richness is complemented by a floral and fruity fragrance. Exquisite.
I'm doing fine. That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Even super
Hell
knowledgeable
yeah,
about
baby.
tea. Paimon usually just gulps down the tea and says something simple like, yummy yummy in Paimon's tummy.
Paimon is
Mindfully
literally...
savoring the tea
I
shows
know
due
that
respect
Paimon is
to the
literally a
person that
child,
brewed it
but
for you.
bruh.
Tea of good quality is hard to come by.
Who
Those
tells E
capable
cannot
of
kill her
brewing
and
tea
leaves her.
according
Yeah,
to the
you
occasion
stay
and
at like 1
emotions, even
HP
more
at
so.
lowest, no matter what. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have some time to Frankenstein my old PC so I actually have storage. Ayo. Nice. Nice.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. So, could you teach Paimon how to savor tea like you do? It seems you smell it first, then drink it, right?
That's correct. Every type of tea is unique. The more
Why am
you
I so
drink,
sleepy today?
the
I
more
don't
you will
understand
understand the
what's
subtle differences.
Just drowsy.
Smelling the aroma will reveal the quality of the tea. Lower grade teas emit a musty and seemingly scorched
Adorable
scent,
Jan, shut up.
whereas ones with a delicate yet soothing aroma are usually of a
Stop.
higher quality. If you want to be more particular, according to Liyue ancient tradition, you could acquire a vintage goblet, which is used specifically for examining the aroma.
Oh no! All this time, Paimon's been missing out on her tea!
Not to worry. Knowledge is vast. It's never too late to learn. As a beginner, you can try this method. First, observe the color. Then
Must
smell the
resist sleep,
fragrance.
right?
And finally,
I don't know why I'm
take
so
a sip.
sleepy today.
Remember,
I wish I knew.
you can understand
but I'm just
anything
tired.
as long as you approach it in the proper order.
No, I learned a lot today then.
Chaoing Village in northwest Li
Thud,
is
oh
famous
no,
for their tea
bees.
industry. It would be well worthwhile
Not
to visit
enough
when you
sleep,
get
maybe.
the chance. What I shared with you today are mostly my own habits as an old-fashioned Liyue local.
Other
Each
Genshin
region
players,
has its
Zhang
own
Li, so
tea
cultured and
traditions culture.
knowledgeable.
One should always
Meanwhile, me,
respect
Daddy,
the conventions
sorry,
of the
Daddy,
local
sorry,
region.
Daddy, sorry. Me,
gets
stop
it.
mansplaining
But
tea.
whether Paimon can remember it all is another story.
Thank you for such excellent tea. It made my trip out here all the more worthwhile. If you ever come to manage a tea house, I will certainly be a regular.
Whenever Zhang Li talks, I just zone out because he's just literally a dictionary.
We'll have time to manage a side hustle
The
at a
taste
tea
of
house.
Amantha's tea stays the same, but when those who share the
Regardless,
memories...
you have my complete
Oh
support.
no.
Let's call it a day. I won't take more of your time. All the best with your new pursuit.
좀 마세요. 야, 정리 삼촌, 차를 마셨으니까 돈을 줘야 되죠. Bill. Pay the bill.
Yes, the bill. Just put it on Wang Sheng funeral parlor's
이놈
tab.
또 돈도 안 주고
As
그냥
usual.
나가나 이놈. 이 새끼. Son of a bitch.
Give our regards to the
Little piece of shit. Left me with the bill again. Do you also do the mobile events in the Twitch Prime loot? I have no idea what that is.
It's good to see you.
I
It
could
is
do
certainly
this,
unusual for us to meet in a place like this.
like-
But as Lisa said, I'm glad to see you.
Hey, what do you mean by
I don't
a
know.
place like this? The tavern is a wonderful place to relax and unwind a little.
Sound like you're trying to do a
Do you
British
have any
accent
idea how
for,
hard it was for me to drag
Well, you
the
want me to do a
acting
British
Grandmaster
accent?
away from her desk? We've only been here for a few minutes, and worry is already written all over her face.
Is it that just being a regular California femboy is not enough? Do I also need to be British? Talk about fish and chips and all that? Is that what you want? Going out there, up and down the pitch, run around playing football with the mates? is what you desire British femboy? Is that what this is? Is she watching something fancy now? It pains me, but I can see why Tatalia wouldn't show up for this. D would probably ban all the Fatui, probably. You got some fucked up teeth there, mate. Bit silly, innit? I've heard a better British accent from a new person. Cross knife? What knife? Just wait until you see the Scottish accent. What? You got a problem with the Scottish femboy? You think that just because me Scot don't mean I can't be femboy? Celts originated in Scotland. Ya fucking wee daft wanker. Where do you think the original femboy came from? Don't you think that perhaps in the land where men can wear a skirt in broad daylight, that's not where the original femboy originated from? Yeah, you wee wanker. Ya pish tosser. It's called a kilt. Oh my god. Oh, the Genshin Primogem thing. Yeah, the Genshin event. Yeah, no, like, I applied for all the Genshin streamer event stuff. But, like, I'll get, like, the bare minimum amount. But they're like, yeah, so your channel's on the bigger side. Because viewership isn't what matters. Because we don't understand streaming. We only understand raw numbers. So since you've got, like, a big following, even if, like, most of those people just don't come back, I retain a very small viewership percentage, sadly. Sag. But, they're like, yeah, get 200 followers for, like, an extra, like, 400 Primogems. I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. I'm just gonna take the bare minimum and get the fuck out, alright? So it's okay. It's okay. I'm like, bruh. Yeah, the Scottish Agent Skittle commercials, yes. And Eundorphin, mwah. Story time. Yes. Is there any kind of story that you'd like to hear specifically? any kind of theme?
Yeah.
Anything?
Is this the acting Grandmaster we're talking
And
about?
have you seen the Mr. Global National Dress costumes this year? Mr. Global National Dress costumes? I don't even know what Mr. Global means in this instance.
Why don't you let her mix a couple of drinks for you two? It'll make you feel a lot better.
Just remember, you're Scot Korean. This whole commercial doesn't make sense. It's funny because I am actually Korean. Scot Korean femboy. Accident stories? Oh dear. So obviously this happened when I was in middle school. Cause that's the time when accidents are made, right? Cross knees bonks. No. So I opened the fridge cause I'm a dumb, hungry, like 13-year-old. I'm looking for a snack, you know? Wasn't Pitbull Mr. Global, Worldwide at one point or something like that? He called himself Mr. Worldwide, but no one else did. So I don't know if that really counts. When you do your Scottish accent, you sound like you're trying to sound like a Spice Girl on crack got run over by a car 12 times. No. It's a male beauty pageant. Look up Mr. Vietnam. Ah, I see. So I see in a fridge. Okay. So first of all, I preface this with strawberry is the #1 fruit in the universe. I will fight anyone. It is just the best. So naturally, my eyes gravitate towards a 6-pack of bottles, glass, kind of fancy, that I see is called Strawberry Daiquiri. which I in my fucking English is my second language read as strawberry daiquiri. I don't know what that is, but it said strawberry. So I'm like, it's not mine. It's probably my parents. But they won't be mad if I have one, right? So I pluck a bottle, pop it open, and I start drinking. And it's like, it's a cold drink, but like I drink it and I'm warm and happy. And I'm like, this is amazing. So I drink another one. And then another one. And then another one. Before I know it, I've drunk all 6 of the strawberry daiquiris. I want more. There's no more in the fridge. So I start rooting around. Turns out, I mean, well, I say turns out, but we do have like you know, like how some people have like an attic kind of crawl space above the garage, right? We've got one of those where like you pull down the rope and there's like a folding ladder that comes out. And if you straighten it all the way, you can go up into the alcove above. And there's, what do you know? It's warm, but, because it was summer. But there's another 6-pack of strawberry daiquiri. So I drank all of those too. 5 minutes later, after dumping all the evidence inside the recycling, I'm at home. Just sitting on the couch, playing Final Fantasy X, and just vibing. My parents come home, I don't remember when. And they're like talking, they're busy with their own shit. So they don't really pay too much attention to me because I'm just playing video games in the corner while petting my dog. And then later, as they're setting up dinner, I hear my mom go, 야 여보, 딸기술 그거 다 어디로 갔나? 하나도 안 보인다. Hey, honey, what happened to that strawberry booze that we had? Where did it all go? I can't find any of it. And I'm like, 술? Uh-oh. I'm like, alcohol? Oh no. I just slunk off where I couldn't be spotted for a little bit. So there it is. And also Tia. Mwah. Yahoo.
Honestly, Jean is the only person I know who needs to be taught how to relax. Hey,
welcome,
cutie,
welcome.
whip me up a love poem. Medium, extra sweet. And how about you, Jean? What are you in the mood for?
I'll just have coffee. Medium, please.
Master Jean, you drink coffee all the time. Wouldn't you like to try something else?
I'm good. That's good.
Thanks,
I'm glad to hear
but
that.
But no, I want something to help keep me awake.
On the bus? Oh, nice. Nice.
Thanks.
Hope everything going goody. I also need something to help keep me awake. I'm just sleepy fox today. Caramel? Tea, milk, caramel? I'm on the bus. They don't know that I am a VTuber. Jean is my mirror self, but tall and pretty. No, don't say that. Endorphin, mwah, you're beautiful, okay? Wait, what do you mean that was the wrong drink? Love poem. Tea, milk, caramel. Oh, extra sweet. Tea, milk, double caramel. Aha! I see. I am blending in with the common folk, with the commoners. Damn. VTubers blending in. Never thought I'd see the day. Damn. Alright, coffee, make it medium. We can technically give her whatever coffee we feel like, though. Golden Eden. Small amount of milk foam. So 2 coffee, 1 milk. We can technically give her any coffee from my understanding. So let's do that. Pretty sure the correct sequence is up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start. Damn, yo, the Konami coffee? Damn, the Konami coffee. Poggies.
Mmm. The sweetness is just right. Mmm. Very good.
Mmm, the coffee is strong and rich with just a nice hint of bitterness to it.
Glad you both like the drink.
Actually, I do understand what you meant, Lisa.
Hmm?
I've been reflecting on my weaknesses lately. There's still room for me to improve in many areas, such
Did
as
you
my
hear about the
productivity
Genshin
and
seed code that
management.
gives you a million morals? You
I'm
just need to
concerned
press
my
Alt
stress
F4.
may even be starting to somehow affect you as well.
Bruh, what are you, 2013?
See? Cutie knows.
Bruh.
You were working yourself way too hard, so I thought I'd take you out for some drinks.
I just find it
All I wanted
hilarious.
was for
No,
you to
no,
have
it's
some fun.
F10 plus.
But even in the tavern, you're still thinking about work. That's what's most concerning. If you're constantly under stress like this,
You have to make
it's
sure you
only a matter
open.
of time before you burn
You
out.
have to make sure you delete Windows 34. From Win34 from your computer files. It's what's preventing Genshin from downloading unlimited primos. Yeah, totally. Wink, 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 wink. System 32. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, you also agree with Lisa, Traveler? So, is learning to relax actually my biggest challenge?
Everything has a balance, Gene.
Yep. Work hard, play hard, and rest even harder. The two of you may need even more rest than you deserve.
Is there a cap for primos in Genshin? Like, can I cap or not? I don't think so. If there is, it's so outlandishly high that realistically you're never gonna reach it without spending tens of thousands of dollars.
All right, I understand. Thank you, all of you. Now I know that this place serves refreshments for both the body and the mind. Is that why you and Kaya like the tavern so much?
Yes and no. It really depends on who's making the drinks.
I thought you had to
Speaking of
install
which,
Rule
we
34
couldn't
to get
have changed
unlimited
Jane's mind
primo.
without you today. You sure have a way with words, cutie.
Don't mention it.
Then we'll see you later.
I'll
Don't
consider coming
leave.
here to relax if I have another opportunity.
Stay here forever. No, mommy. No, don't go. Don't leave me, mommy. Sag. What? One of the NPCs left. They're allowed to do that? NPCs are allowed to leave the tavern? What? Huh? Okay. Those two have legs? Yeah, they do. How many pity? Not very deep into pity. We got Raiden very recently on this alt account. Yeah. So 3, 18, 20, 23. So we got Raiden 24 polls ago. 25 considering that I just did a poll just now. And then 2, 3, and then 20 polls before that, we got Gene, which was all on the same banner. Baba Booey. So I got pretty lucky, because I was 20 polls between 5 stars on the alt account. Do I need Xingqiu constellations? Is that important to me right now? It would get me closer to C6. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. So my Xingqiu's now at C5. Boss. Cross is legless though. The belly button hands are just what you can't see them. What do you mean? You can see my belly button. What are you talking about? The hands maybe, but I remember watching a video of if Felix can fit his tail out his bussy, and the video was Wait, eye-opening and changed me spiritually, mentally, physically, and any other... What? Excuse me? What, Felix from, ReZero? The cat boy?
Hello.
Hi, Shenhe.
Hi there. Paimon would be more surprised to see you if we hadn't already seen a bunch of our friends. Huh? Wait, you're Shenhe! This is a surprise.
This place isn't easy to find. Angel's Share. The name doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. Mr. Zhongli was kind enough to help me with directions. I'm thankful.
You needed help with directions? Wait, you came all this way just for a drink?
That's right. Because we're friends.
Aw, Shenhe's adorable. Hu Tao Big Horny.
Here's the menu.
Have you seen the video on how deep Astolfo's pussy
Boreal
is?
watch. Boreal? As in a cold climate.
And G7! Mwah! Yahoo!
Is referring
Welcome
to
to
the
the stream.
Wolf of the
How you doing, cutie?
So, yeah,
They made the
you
Night
could
of
say
Flame
it's
Sword
cold.
fucking useless. It's not just the FP costed light show, and I'm so
Caramel
pissed.
pine
Oh
cone.
no.
How could
I'm
that
sorry
be
to
a
hear
drink?
that.
Oh, Paimon's tried that one.
Also G7.
It's actually
Mwah. How you doing, honey?
caramel-flavored
Hopefully you're having a
coffee.
goody day.
Pine cone just refers to the color.
Huh? These names are confusing. I can't make sense of any
My
of these.
G caliber. Oh.
I'll leave it up to you. As long as it's something that tastes like Qingxin
I have. It
or
was a
violet
different
grass.
time when wait, I have. It was a different time when I was different when I watched that video and I felt
If you want
something.
something bitter, then it has to be coffee.
How about something sweet instead?
Fine.
That's a good idea. You've practiced the Adepti arts long enough. It's time for something new.
Yeah.
Let's make Shenhe a snow-covered kiss. It sounds like a perfect fit for her.
Snow-covered kiss. Paimon chose it. Snow-covered kiss. It's just milk with juice. Oh, that's not what I meant. Bop, 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 bop. Fun fact, Kokomi doesn't have pupils. Wait, does she not? Assassin's Creed Origin limited to 60 FPS. I haven't experienced super high refresh rates, so I haven't really.
It's sweet and
I
smooth.
like for me,
Not
if it
bitter at
gets 60
all.
FPS, I'm happy.
What is it?
It's called a snow.
I haven't experienced better. It ruins the low refresh rate for you. Yeah, I'm certain it will.
Looks like it's covered by a layer of
I'm certain it will.
Don't ask why it's called a kiss.
But I
though.
haven't
Paimon
experienced
doesn't
it
get
yet,
either.
so I don't need
Probably
to be.
just a gimmick
You
to
say
get
that now,
so
but once you refresh it, you can't go back. Yeah, but I haven't experienced that yet, so I don't need to worry about it.
Paimon's just guessing. Maybe it's more of a romantic description.
For me, if it hits 0.1 FPS, hold up.
It's hard to explain. Stop making
0.1 FPS, hold up. I'll ruin it for you. Don't worry. No. It's like snow on the mountains.
That's right.
Must be a console gamer. It's like a sprout pushing through the ice to give you a kiss.
Oh. I see. I seem to understand now.
Oh, really? But wait, why is Paimon the one who's confused now?
Occasionally, I chew on divine herbs as I wander about in the mountains. I have witnessed the moment a new sprout
I
breaks
can't
through
play
the soil.
60 FPS. I'm too used to 30 from
The elation
console.
in my heart
It
then
feels
does
too
bear a
smooth.
resemblance
Isn't
to
that what
I'm
you want,
experiencing
though?
now.
The game to
Thank
feel
you for
smoother?
helping me understand these
What do you
obscure
mean?
names. I might
Yo,
need your help again sometime in the future.
it's not like peanut butter and you prefer it chunky, okay? Hold up. Hold up. Something's not checking out here, Chief. Something doesn't check out here, Chief.
Oh, hi, traveler. Good timing. Join us for a round?
What are your thoughts and
Traveler.
opinions on Ayato? I find him
Pleasant
horrible. I think he's just a little too basic for me. His playstyle looks really neat. And his character so far seems okay. But I also haven't, you know, nothing officially has released. I do prefer Peanut Butter Chunky. I think he'll be fine. There's nothing wrong if you happen to be an Ayato enjoyer. I just think he's a little basic. And so he doesn't appeal to me very much. He's too much of a stereotypic pretty boy. And so far, he's nothing but like a stereotypic pretty boy as far as visually apparent, right? So I'm like, yeah. I've still gotten used to 60 FPS. If it runs out like 59, I'm angry. Look, if something runs at 59 FPS, you're not going to notice the difference between 59 and 60. It's a 1 frame difference per second out of 60. I don't think you'll really notice that. Yeah, of course you would notice the difference between 144 and 60 because 144 has more than double the frame rate. Of course you're going to notice the difference then.
Wait, did you two come together?
Together? You guys like together?
This lady decided on a whim that she wanted a little vacation, so we ended up traveling around the area. But I guess we have different ideas.
Yeah, Ayato kind of, Ayato genuinely is like the Disney Prince of Genshin. Absolutely fucking butterscotch basic.
Come now. No need to hurt.
He's like the pumpkin spice latte.
Besides,
fucking...
I specifically chose this place because I knew
He's like the pumpkin spice latte of handsome Genshin characters.
Seen a lot more of the world,
I don't know, man.
She's not exactly thrilled with this little tavern.
It'll do. Anyway, this one's on me, okay?
Beto's paying? Does that include us?
Paimon, we're the bartenders.
Oh, right. Sorry. Guess that's just a habit now.
And what can I get for the lovely couple? I mean, the lovely ladies. I mean, the lovely couple.
I'll have a small birch sap on the sour side.
I will have a large dusk, please. Thanks.
Like, Beto literally it looks like she's, like, looking at, like, the alcoholic menu, and she's like, wait, I can't fucking order any of that. What sounds the most interesting? Dusk? Sure. Let's go. Birch sap. Double juice, double lemon. Because extra sour. Is this bar simulator? Yes. What can I get from mommy? I mean mommy. I mean mommy. I mean mommy. I mean mommy. Can I get that tea with the femboy milk? I'm sorry, the femboy milk. I'm sorry, femboy milk. I'm sorry, more femboy milkies. I'm sorry. And dusk, which is 1 tea, 2 juice. Ba 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 ba. She wanted a large. Ayo. It says large, but the teacup size stays exactly the same, so it's kind of weird to me. My Genshin signature describes my life in a nutshell. Cupcake CPR describes your... Wait, Cupcake CPR?
The bittersweet taste of nostalgia.
Huh? What is
taste of
Cupcake
going from rags to
CPR?
riches? Just what kind of taste is that?
It's
what does that
mainly
mean?
sour with just a tinge of sweetness and a lingering aftertaste.
Fucking
Interesting.
Eula's back in the background.
Does it taste like starting a little business, then discovering that selling fruit isn't very lucrative?
No need to get into the details. Let's leave the past in the past.
Who'd have thought that the dignified Tianjuan was once a fruit vendor on the street? On the other hand, I bet few can tell that I'm from an ordinary fishing village, right?
Not necessarily. If you ask me, I'd say that Captain Beto has eyes that can pierce the sea. You're an adventure-seeking pioneer who tames the wind and the waves, which is clearly indicative of someone who grew up by the sea.
She said eyes, like plural. Bitch got an eye patch on. Is this something you're not telling me? So, which implies that Ningguang knows what Beidou looks like underneath the eye patch. So she's seen Beidou naked, obviously. Therefore, they're fucking. Canon confirmed.
Hey,
eyes that can pierce the
are
sea.
you?
Strap on
Come
that can
now.
pierce me.
It wouldn't do any good to be sarcastic.
I know how fierce you can be with words. It's my treat today, so remember to
Beidou's
take it
two
easy
eyes,
on
not
me.
just one. I'm deleting
All
Genshin
right,
forever
then
and
I'd
ever.
like to have a few more.
We are here to serve you.
You heard the good lady bartender.
Ooh, I like where this is going. I'll have another round too.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
And Blue, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it, cutie. Mwah. Welcome, welcome.
Mondstadt's fresh fruit juice is hard to top. I wish I could enjoy some every day.
Are you serious? Don't tell me you're gonna open a Sunsetia trade route now.
Why not?
An interesting proposition.
Wait, really?
I'm just joking, of course. There's already a whole industry established for that. They don't need me muscling my way into their business. Thanks for the drinks today. If you'd ever like a cushy job, I'd enjoy having you as my personal bartender.
Hey, yo.
You're also welcome aboard the Alcor. The crew loves to drink. You could come feast with us. I promise you'd have a blast.
My. Captain Beidou, are you competing with me for talent? That's hardly necessary. You may simply stop by the Jade Chamber whenever you want the Traveler to mix you a drink.
They're fucking fucking having a fucking civil dispute right now.
Is it Paimon? Or does it sound like they think you work for them?
Oh, they fucking.
A small foamy reef.
Does Ningguang prefer the sour side of sap because of Beidou's Fisher Village? What? Eh?
I'm fine.
No. She's sad and drunk.
There's
The
something
poor
off
thing.
about Eula.
Our queen.
Was she already drinking before she got here? But Foamy Reef has coffee in it. Would it upset her stomach if she has coffee after liquor? For her tummy's sake, let's water it down before serving it to her.
Foamy Reef, which is coffee with 1 water. What if I do just all water? Just super water it down. What if we water it down to the absolute maximum? Uh-oh. That's a mug. Wait, coffee also comes in mug. It should be okay. Should be okay. Mondstadt just full of drunks. No wonder they just keep getting attacked.
This tastes pretty good.
Adorable hiccup. Adorable. Beautiful. Never before seen.
Wow. She didn't even notice how much water we added.
We added so much water.
To drink.
One more,
Cute hiccup, second only to cross. Oi.
Huh? Oh, wait. It's you guys?
We're learning to become bartenders.
Sorry. I just came here from the cat's tail. Perhaps I had a little too much to drink.
We're here if you want to talk.
Yeah, it's pretty lonely to drink
I
by
relate to
yourself.
Diana. She wants to
You'll
destroy
feel
the
better
wine
if
industry.
you talk to us.
And I want to destroy the straight industry. Hold up.
I suppose I always
Look,
do
look,
drink
look.
alone.
From like a
long as I'm
biological
in
standpoint,
I'll
you
never be
you
welcome
can't
at
have
taverns.
everyone be gay, because then
I was
there are
actually
no next
feeling good
generations.
today
All
and
right,
wanted a drink.
you
but
can't.
They still wouldn't get off my back.
Yeah, just be bi. Everybody wins. It's okay.
Tell me, how did you manage to make so many?
We still need to make sure that people, people
People
have
always
children.
sound So appreciative.
Children are the
and
future.
Are always
That's
smiling when
that's
they
an
talk
inevitability.
About you. But as for me, just mentioning my family name is enough to make everyone.
Oh, don't say that, Eula.
You didn't choose to be born into the
Fuck the
Lawrence
next
clan.
gen. They're gonna
We
stink
don't
anyway.
care
No,
about
like,
that kind
the
of
next
thing.
gen won't
The
stink
Eula we
if
know is a
parents would
great
raise their
person.
children better.
But
I feel like our standards for how to raise
You
kids have only
always
gotten worse over
pretend
the
to hold a
generations.
grudge, and you
Because
can't
now you have
hide it
millennials
away
who have
from
children.
everyone.
And they don't take care of their
Hey.
kids. They just shove screens
Who
in front of
said
their
I was
kids. And
pretending?
they expect their children to turn out well. And I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work, fam. Like, bruh. And it's only gonna get worse.
Do you think so?
It's sad. It's sad.
It's impossible to imagine. Even when I'm this drunk. Even after being a
The
knight
next
of
gen is Gen
Favonius
Alpha
for all
and
this
Gen Z
time,
won't be good parents.
people still...
The idea of Gen Z
Whatever.
becoming parents kind of scares me. But the idea, like, there has to be some normal people even amongst Gen Z, man. All right? I have to believe. Okay? I have to have a little faith in humanity. You know? Serpents, mwah, thank you for the folly. Yahoo, welcome to the stream, cutie.
Keep moving forward.
Keep
Sooner or later,
moving
you'll change what people
forward.
think about the Lawrence clan.
Yeah, be patient.
Okay.
You got
Thank
this.
you. I...
The normal people don't want kids because kids are
I
annoying.
should go now.
I feel that. Let me walk you back.
No need. I want to remember what you said. And I won't be able to think about anything else until I write everything down.
Oh.
Eula sure is a lot more open after a few drinks.
I do genuinely hope
Does
that
feel like something's
Eula
missing about her
manages to
signature revenge
overcome.
line.
I really do hope that she manages to overcome
When she wakes up
the
in the morning,
prejudice
do you
against her
think she'll
family.
come threatening us to forget what happened today?
Maybe. Alright, I'd like to come up with new mixes. So first, we need to unlock all the recipes. Night of Swirling Stars, coffee and milk, fragrant and intense. Fragrant, it says. Maybe fizzy water? It's time to figure it out, I guess. That's a mug. We gotta pray that it's enough. Fuck! An ottoman. Thank you for the head pats. I see my little brothers being raised by, like, their parents on their tablets and phones. Watch this, you little shit, and leave me alone. At least they're not getting spanked with wood like I was. Yo. Low-key, me too, though. Coffee and milk, fragrant and intense. Is it milk? Oh, okay. Coffee, milk, mint? Is that the fragrant part? Maybe that's the fragrance. My parents didn't raise me the best. I was reading One Direction fanfics at age 13. What the fuck? Wait, okay, this wasn't it either. What is... Okay. Maybe it's 1 milk, 2... 1 coffee, 2 milks. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just even more milk. Maybe that's the answer. Femboy milk? Sorry. Femboy milk? Sorry. Femboy milk? Yeah, okay, here we go. All the coffees look exactly like caramel macchiatos, though, and I don't understand. Alright, this one should be the golden pine cone. I read an insane amount of Harry Potter fanfics growing up. I was part of that generation. I was that's the generation I was unfortunately a part of. TV was my parents, man. Baba Booey. I'm still haunted, but I was always bored by fanfics. No, yeah. Most fanfics weren't that great, in all honesty. And even now, most fanfics are pretty meh. But, like, There are some good ones in the mix here and there. There's some good ones in the mix. Tea with milk foam drizzled on top, fluffy. Milk foam. Maybe double the milk? Did you read the fanfic as Hermione? I had no. I'm not sure. I haven't read a single Genshin fanfic yet. Bright crown. Okay, I don't think that's what I was meaning to make. Maybe it was. No, okay. Oh, maybe it was. Slightly sweet and sour to the taste. So we're looking for one with lemon and one with cocoa. I've read a few very few Genshin fanfic where NSFW people go very deep into detail. Oh no, that doesn't surprise me at all. Genuinely does not surprise me at all. Milk tea meets cocoa paste. So tea, milk, cocoa, and butter, bro. Thanks for the head pats, cutie. Like, who's gonna read when you got pictures? I mean, given the choice between reading a adult doujin compared to an adult fanfiction, I too would choose the doujin every single time. Fruit juice as base, silky smooth. So juice, double milk, I think. Give me pics, exactly. One pic I will give though is the picture of that sweet ass getting fucking destroyed by Foxboy Thighs, little rat, little bitch, motherfucker. Get popped like a fucking melon, little fucker, little bitch, little shit. Cause I fucking love you, bitch, and I never gonna stop loving you, bitch. All right. Jokes aside, Yamano, fizzy water and juice. Ugh. Bubbling fizzy. Wait. There's two kinds of fizzy juice tea. Fruit juice. So probably two juice fizzy water. And then fizzy juice and mint? Question mark? Why do I feel like you're 4'5"? I'm 5'6". I am not very tall. I'm short, but I'm not that short. 1,200 views, Pog. Why you guys like this? Why you guys doing this to me? Why? But like, why though? But for what reason? But why? You did this to yourself? Yeah. 2 bases mixed with milk. No one told you to crush a melon? I mean, sure, but like, somebody had to. We do it out of love, yoy. Oi. Okay. So we have officially mixed one of everything. Now we need to do the bartender challenges and get our primos. 10 out of 10 would drink again. A Grey Valley Sunset, please, which I believe Grey Valley Sunset is just triple juice. He wants a large. Just keep mixing them drinks. Keep mixing them drinks, everybody. Large. Small foamy reef. Foamy reef. Oh, let's get the name card. Double coffee. And 1 fizzy water. Bop, bop, bop. Nice and easy. He wants a small. There we go. Large Athenium, extra strong. Give it an extra dose of caffeine. God knows he could use it. Oh, did I? Okay, I barely made the large. I thought I clicked it a little too early. Large Dusk. Dusk is 1 tea, 2 juice. All right, mix it up. It's so weird that we're using like a bartender mixing like tool. Like we're mixing tea and coffee. No one does that. Misty Garden, a small misty garden. It's still so weird to me. Triple T. Whoop. Have you ever been taxidermied? You need to die for taxidermy. What do you mean? Gray Valley Sunset extra strong. Taxidermy? Triple juice. Quadruple juice extra strong. Taxidermy? I don't want to imagine it. That sounds like a nightmare. I'm good. I'm good. You want the small? Gray Valley Sunset. Extra strong. You want some medium? You've never seen the fox sitting on the chair? Oh! That, like, really dirty, like, fucked up looking, red fox. Foamy Reefs. I believe that's, coffee and... Yeah, coffee and fizzy. Taxi dummy, you want to feel extra thick? Oh no! Lays is something called something different around the world. In UK and Ireland, they're called walkers. In Australia, they're called smiths. And West Balkans and Egypt, they're called chipsy. Really? Dusk. A small one. I don't think you're gonna make it in time. Ah, it didn't let me finish it. Feels bad. Just keep doing the challenges. Keep her going. You only need 500. So you need to mix 5 drinks. Medium Moonlit Alley, extra milk. Alright, just keep mixing. Give him more of that mommy milk. Do you want a medium? Small Golden Eden. Oh, that's a coffee. Why the fuck is a coffee called Golden Eden? These are such unnecessarily elaborate names for fucking drinks, I swear to God. Large love poem, extra sweet, extra milk. It's tea with, caramel. Extra milk, extra caramel. I feel like I'd have to mix these up a lot more than just simple stirring. Large. And he wants a medium birch sap, which I believe is just fruit juice and lemon. Yeah, there's fruit juice and lemon. Okay. I only need to mix this drink and like one more. Medium. And a love poem, small. There's some fucked up taxidermy foxes out there. It does not surprise me. Taxidermy in general is kind of a bit of a... bit of a fucky, I don't like calling it a hobby. I don't think it'll... Oh, fuck! That was a medium. Come on, just skim a little off the top, why don't you? Why'd I have to reset it from the beginning? Oh. 1 second, I got a text message. Uh-oh. My mom left the stove on. I'm gonna have to go turn that shit off. I'll be back. Oh no. Give me a second. Oh god. I have brought the cocoa. Oh. I brought my dog. Everything's fine. Wow, everything's okay. I'm here with Coco, who's a good boy. Who's a good boy, Coco? Cross dead or bathroom break? Doggo break. Who's a good boy, Coco, huh? Who's a good boy? Yeah. He's like shivering up a storm inside the house, so I'm like, okay. Since I have a cat named Cocoa Puff. Oh, adorable. I'm like, I'm a little sleepy, and I'm doing like the bare minimum for Genshin right now. Stroke of Night. Is that what it's called? Stroke of Night? Is it really? Oh, it is. Coffee, tea, milk. He wants a medium size. Also sloths. Mwah. Yahoo! Welcome to the stream. How you doing, cutie? She's a parkour cat. She jumps off the side of walls. Ah. Medium. And a medium boreal watch extra mint. Which I believe is a tea. Yeah, tea milk mint. Mint milk tea with extra mint. Why is the mint also a juice? Shouldn't it at least be like a like the actual leaf that we push in, and then we use the little spoon to crush it up? Isn't that what it should be? That's what it should be, right? Nah, mint juice. How concentrated would mint juice be? It would numb the tongue, man. It genuinely would. Extra sweet love poem. I made it extra sweet just for you, baby. Just for you. You better accept it. Because I clicked it one extra time than I really needed to because I wasn't paying attention. Better be happy with that. Oh, yes you are. Coffee, tea, and milk at the same time. Coffee, tea, milk. Large size drink. Minty lemonade sounds good. Hold up. Why would you put mint in your lemonade? That... Something about that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Small and sweet milk tea. And caramel in it. Coco, stop it. Stop it, Coco. He wants a small. Coco. Aigu, yeah. And now we can just wait out the time while I pet my dog. Just cuddling into me. Who's a good boy? Huh? Oh, sneeze. Adorable sneeze, Coco. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Aigu, I'm gonna miss you. In a week and a half, you won't see me for a very long time. Oh, poor boy. Oh, who's a good boy, Coco? Huh? Huh? Who's a good boy, Coco? I'd be so sad to see you leave. And Leduc! Yahoo! Mwah. How you doing, cutie? I'd like to get one Barbados bloom, please. A. You're leaving for a week? No, I'm moving. Like I would take Coco with me, but he's technically my mom's dog, not my dog. Mwah. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? So, yeah. Not exactly a situation where I can, baba booey, you know? It is what it is.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
And Toxic Madness. Mwah. Thank you for the follow. I do really appreciate it, baby. Steal your mom's dog. Problem solved. I'm gonna have to fit everything into my all my stuff into my car, so there's just not gonna be enough room. I could technically, but also the hotel that I'm stopping at on the way up probably doesn't allow pets either. That'd be a little difficult to manage. And yeah, just... Are you gonna be able to fit your gamer chair? If I take it apart, I'll have to, like... Because I had to screw it all together in the first place. I just gotta unscrew the big pieces. And yeah, we can fit it in. We can fit it in. Ooh, ain't that right, Coco? Coco. Just lay in my lap and just chill. Are you leaving Cali or just moving out? Oh, I'm straight up leaving Cali. I'm going north to Canada. the land of Google Fiber. Gotta get away from American internet, man. Fuck this. American ISPs can slob my knob, man. Fuck. They've got a monopoly, so their internet qualities are always trash, and you're always spending too much for them. I'm out. Hope you got a manual on to reassemble the chair. I mean, it was easy enough to figure it out, even without the manual the first time. So it's fine. It's fine. Smooth afternoon tea, a small cup will do. What do you want? Afternoon tea, Scholar's afternoon. Okay. Coco. Coco. Just chill. Just chill. My dude. My puppers. Comcast greatest provider. Huh. Same with car insurance since you need it. Yeah, it's dumb. Laughter and cheer, additional milk. Like, insurance companies are scams, but they're scams that have become an inherent part of our system. So we're never gonna get rid of them. Tea milk chocolate with extra milk. We just can't. Society can no longer function without insurance. They've scammed themselves into the system too hardcore. Like, we complain about scammers all the time. But like, we only complain about scammers who haven't made it big enough to make themselves a part of the system. Like insurance. Laughter and cheer with extra cocoa paste and milk. Didn't I just make that? Cocoa. You think that's bad? Let me tell you about ICBC, legalized mafia. Hold up, what? I don't like where this is going. So you're gonna have dual citizenship or go full Canadian? I mean, I'd be fine if I could just get residency for a while I'm settled in there. That'd be nice. I'm not sure about I'm not sure about citizenship. Dual citizenship would be nice if somehow I could pull it off. But birch sap. Okay, double juice, extra lemon, slightly more sour. Time will tell. Exactly. If your car is registered in BC, you have to ICBC insurance even if you have other insurance. Really? It's weird. That is weird, champ. A large Barbados boon right now. Extra fizz, extra mint. Barbados boon. So that's with juice. Extra fizzy, extra mint. And this is the last drink we need to mix. I think. Apparently citizenship is really hard to get. Yeah, I'm fine without citizenship. If I can just get residency, so I don't have to worry about getting deported out of nowhere. That works for me. That's fine. I can live with that. American internet is oh, it absolutely is. Cause like all the American internet's like merged ages ago. We're running off the same internet infrastructure as we did in the fucking 80s. Like it's actual dog water. Like things like fiber exist now, but if you want to get fiber in the US, I need to go to the store and enjoy drinking milk simulator. Would a true Barbados boon be stronger than moonshine? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. '80s internet still coming around, right? Like, fuck, dude. I like how they literally recycled emotes just into this all. Bartender challenge, and just claim the last bit of it. Okay. And we are good. Cool. Chill. I got fiber pudding recently. They be cheap. I'm either I'm throttled or speed from time to time. Yeah, like the biggest problem with American internet is that they suffer a lack of consistency. Yeah, sure. You can get like gigabyte download and upload speeds, I'm sure. But you'll never have consistent gigabyte download or upload speed. You're always suffering the RNG of whether or not the internet's even on your side that day. That's something that I've been feeling every day the past few months. Especially. But yeah. I am, however, I'm the only one in the house. And my dog is, like, feeling really attention hungry right now. So I think I'm going to actually end stream a little early today. No stream tomorrow because I've got a lot of packing to do, amongst other things. I'm going to cuddle and lay down with my dog for a little bit, trying to give him a little company. And yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Mwah. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Wow. I hope y'all had a good time. Yeah. And I'll see you guys Monday, which will probably be a bit more Genshin, where we'll have a little more content, which will be nice. Cool. Who's your good boy? I go. Arasa. Wah! Stop it, Coco. Stop it. You can hear him flapping around. Who's a good boy? But you guys are the best. Mwah. Share some dentitics with your bruh. Alright, y'all have a great rest of your day. Mwah. Have an amazing Saturday. You guys are amazing. Mwah. I love you guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. What? I hit the wrong button. Ay, vey. Coco, you wanna lie down? You wanna just cuddle? Yeah. Who's a good boy? Ba 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 ba.